Welcome to the 2019 Prairie Tigers Gold Out for Childhood Cancer. September has been designated as Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and each year, Play for Jaron Foundation and football fans join together to bring awareness and to make a difference. Every year, over 15,000 families hear the words, "Your child has cancer." These are devastating words, not only to impact the family, but an entire community. While childhood cancer is considered rare, the reality is 1 in 285 children in the U.S. will be diagnosed with cancer before their 20th birthday. So tonight, as we battle on the gridiron, we also battle for those in our schools, towns, and surrounding communities whose lives have been impacted by childhood cancer. In Arkansas alone, over 250 kids are being treated for childhood cancer at any given time, and 1/3 of those are from Northwest Arkansas. Play for Jaron Foundation was founded in 2016 in memory of the late Jaron Soldiers, with the mission to raise awareness and financial resources for childhood cancer research, as well as aid families in Arkansas who are in the battle against childhood cancer. On behalf of the Play for Jaron Foundation and each child and family facing childhood cancer, thank you to each and every one of you for your support and help in making a difference in the battle. Because of your support, each day is a little brighter. Tonight we kick off a Gold Out for childhood cancer awareness by supporting the fighters, admiring the survivors, and honoring the taken. Never give up, never give in, and never quit. If you would, please stand with us. Let's observe a moment of silence, which will be followed by the playing of our national anthem by the Prairie Tiger Band. But first, a moment of silence, please. Thank you for joining us here tonight for this non-conference matchup, which features the Pottsville Apaches versus your Prairie Tigers. Thank you for being here with us tonight. We especially want to...
You are looking live from Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium. Tonight's contest between the Pottsville Apache and our Prairie Grove Tigers, the first home game of the season. I'm Lynn Gregson. And finally, Ryan Cook, we're together for the first.
The boys are back together.
Yeah, it's about time. It's like, I almost feel like Van Halen trying to finally get the band back together again. But tonight, Ryan, we come into this game, both teams looking for a victory.
Yeah, both teams hurting. Newport put one on Pottsville pretty good, and Boonville also. And so Pottsville, which I think is an improved team, and we've seen them the last 2 years, they're a big power run team, but they're looking to put it all together. You could say the same for Prairie Grove. They're an improved team, but just like last year, starting out 0-2 and looking to put it all together. And so we just haven't had a complete game. Last week, the first quarter looked really good, except for the fact that when you got to the 10, you didn't score twice, and that changed the whole complexion of the game. And then you can kind of just slowly see the energy drain out.
Well, and I think, Ryan, that's happened for 2 weeks. We've had, in the first half, we've scored our points. In the game against Farmington, we had the ball twice. We scored once. The one time we got down the 7-yard line, didn't score on turnover on downs, which I still question a spot, but regardless. And that changed the complexity or the complexion of the game, because had we scored there right before the half, we go up 14-7. It's a different football game. And like last week, we were inside the 10-yard line 3 times in the first half, only came away with 6 points or 8 points.
Right.
And if we had scored the other 2, it's a different game, because they scored a late score and it ended up being 45.
Well, and you don't know what how your defense feeds off your offense like that. So when old Mo gets on your side a little bit, your defense plays better. And right now it's not happening.
Well, I looked at this, Ron, and this is what concerns me.
Oh, tell me about the defense.
No, this is the defense. You know, as much as we're sitting here talking about the offense, we're a little bit one-dimensional. The defense is what's got me concerned, because our defense.
See, last year, after 2 games, you said that's the most points we've given up in this amount of years.
Yeah,
it's worse this year.
Yeah, well, the thing is there's been 15 possessions by our opponent. 11 of them have resulted in points. Ooh. That's 73, almost 75% of our. When the other team has the ball, they're scoring.
And we have athletes. It's not like we don't have athletes. This is not because of a devoid of talent.
No,
this is between the ears.
Yes.
I don't know if it's with the guys on the field not understanding what the coaches are doing, or the coaches not putting to the talent well enough. There's something off that's going wrong here. I won't say never. I haven't seen Prairie Grove defense play this bad consecutively in a while.
Yeah, and it's just and like I said, giving up that many, that's what's got me concerned. And a lot of it against Farmington was the 3rd and long. We weren't getting off the field on 3rd and long. When you don't get off the field 3rd and long, that's a recipe for disaster regardless.
And we had a bunch of them.
And last week against Darnell, we just kept giving up big play after big play. And, the Sand Lizards, really, that game could have easily been 27-21 at half, 21-21 at half, and it just wasn't. And so you're right. Can the offense begin to get the momentum and then give the defense what they need to help them? And I do think we're a better football team than we were a year ago.
And really, the turnovers haven't been there for the defense. They haven't had a statement play. They haven't had a guy just kind of take over and said, "I got this." Yeah. You know, whereas the offense, I think you kind of have that with Foster Lehman. You do, because you give him the ball, he's getting 3 to 5. He may not take it to the house every time, but right now Foster Lehman's the main cog in the wheel that makes the offense go. Now, like you said, we're a little one-dimensional. It'd be nice to be able to throw and take the top off, but defense doesn't have the guy like the Burton that says, or the Johnson that says, it stops here.
Well, the captains for tonight's game, Austin Medina, we have Cade Horn, and also number 52, Carter Skates, and number 19, David Hall. For the Apache,
I should have been looking at them when I go 14.
Number 14 is Brayson Butler, and I was looking at him when they first came, and then I lost them in the pile there. We'll get to them here in a second and recognize them.
Well, I started reading the Prairie Grove boys and forgot what numbers I read off for the Pottsville ones. I don't have a memory like you.
And I saw him for just a brief second, but I'll tell you, while we're sitting there, and we'll wait to recognize those young men as well. The thing that's like I said, I think we're better than we were a year ago.
We are.
And I think that we just need, what scares me most is culture. You know, we had from 2012 to 2017 probably the best 6-year run in Prairie Grove football history. And those kids were used to winning. Now you've got a bad, not a bad year last year, but a down year for Prairie Grove standards that we've set. And then you follow it up with 2 straight losses. Now these juniors, they don't know. They haven't experienced on the high school level. You know, the sophomores don't know. They've seen what they've seen.
Well, in your community, what does it feel like when you're on cloud 9, when you're in the championship game, and then all of a sudden you come to losing the first 2 years in a row? It changes how you speak about the team. But I can also remember the state championship, or the year we went to state championship, we lost to Farmington, and all the people said, I'm done, I'm through.
Yeah.
And it turned around big time. So, you know, perception isn't always reality there. And I think the perception of this team right now is not reality.
You're right. Emiliano Torres and Logan Monk were the other 2 captains, along with Brayson Butler for the Apache. Well, we're getting ready. We're a little bit behind tonight. I'm not sure if it was the opening.
We had tonight's our gold out, so we did a little bit extra moment of silence. They took a little while getting the inflatable up, but a lot of it is the focus tonight on the gold out, you know, the childhood cancer awareness. You know, we talk a lot about the Play for Jaron Foundation and Jaron Sorters and his legacy here. And so we talked about it a little bit last week, but that's a really big deal that's super impactful here, just because we have a young man that lost the battle to cancer but is still winning the fight as far as, you know, giving to others and having a legacy that impacts others. So that puts us back a little bit, but we come through. Jaron's brother Jackson brings the gold out Tiger flag to midfield there for the team as they run through. Kind of an important night for him, you know, just as far as just the memory there. Jackson's pretty instrumental on our offense and defense, a starter on both sides. Another thing with defense, because we're going to transition there, our defense has been different every week. We change personnel, we change positions, we have different inside linebackers, outside linebackers, guys at safety, and so the consistency is one of those things that most young men need, even in the college age. They need some of that consistency, and we're not there yet. Now, last season, we changed kind of the last quarter of the season after the Shiloh game. We started making changes to the defense, and you saw our defense efficiency go down. But here we're starting from the beginning, so hopefully that's something, maybe if we get some continuity here and get some guys to step up and show themselves, that'll work out. Prairie Grove will receive Ethan Beeson, Keandre Hobbs, and Cordell Wetzel. Looks like will be your back guys. Redfern and Sorters towards the middle. Number 17 for Pottsville is a coach's son. He was a tight end last year. He's moved to fullback. The dude's a beast.
Drew Rust, and he's going to kick off, and let's hope the Tigers can start off well tonight.
6'1", 270 is this kicker, and he's the fullback.
And it's a good kick. Hobbs is going to get it right about the 19. They got a little bit of a crease there. Hobbs still on his feet, 35, 36. Let's call him down 37-yard line. Landon Mahon for the Apache bring him down, but Prairie Grove will get a good starting field position.
That wall that we set up there looked really good that time. I thought we were going to make it through. There was a hole there too.
Well, our broadcast team tonight, our director Miles Eubanks, Cade Graham producing, Naaman Bolstead on the scoreboard, and up on the camera Dylan Moore. First down and 10 for Prairie Grove. And
one over.
Here is Laird, gives it to Lehman. And Foster, good strong run, about 6 yards, Ryan.
Yeah, you could pretty much say his name first and 5, because that's what he's gonna give you 5 downs or 5 yards on first down almost every time. The dude is a tough runner.
Well, we want to recognize our sponsors as well: Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, PG Auto Quest, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Harton's Furniture, David's Roofing. They're also the sponsor of halftime of the player of the game in PG Telco. Second down and 4 for the Tigers. In motion is Grant. And it's going to be a pass. Laird, little flip pass.
Foster once again.
And Lehman inside Apache territory to the 45. Ryan, something like that can really help because they're gonna. Heck, I'd put 11 in the box on Prairie Grove right now, and with that kind of play-action pass right there, it worked very effectively.
It did. It did. What it did is it got all your linebackers and everybody inside to kind of bite on that first handoff, bite on the Cade Grant outside sweep, and then Foster's able to sneak out to the outside in the flat. It's not like it was a big home run play. It's 5 to 10 yards, but it's that check down, that fullback in the flat. Up, back, motion, knocks hands off to Wetzel.
Wetzel, and he's still on his feet. Good hard run, and Wetzel's going to get close to the first down. Got about 8 or 9 yards on that play.
That's usually our third and long play, so to use it here, I say third and long play, usually that's a double handoff. That time it was just a 49 sweep, but still using the wing back for the sweep, something we don't do often, but it worked out really well there. Great first down run. Brings up 2nd and 2. Keandre will split out wide. He's been running receiver. Wetzel also, so we got 2 to the far side.
Laird, we're going to, now did we move? See, I thought on a defensive offside play, that play's supposed to be a freebie, and when you blow the whistle, it doesn't give us a chance to be a freebie.
In high school, the rule's different. If you get in the neutral zone, they call it. That's weird to me because you should have the option to get back. If you get over there, you should have the option to get back. If you didn't, interfere with the play or bump into someone, if you just get in the neutral zone a little bit, you should have the opportunity to come back. Offsides, Prairie Grove. Mr. Collins is the head official tonight.
So Prairie Grove has it 1st and 10 inside the Pottsville 32-yard line, and this is not unusual. Both games, first drive in both first 2 games, Ryan, we've done this type of thing. Had good drives, and now Laird comes under center again. This time to give to Foster Lehman. He's got some room. Foster still on his feet. He's big. He's strong. Look at him go. Hey, there we go.
Again, 1st and 10. Give it to Foster. You're going to get 5. This time we got a little bit more, about 25.
Well, he's down inside the 10, down to about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for the Tigers. This may be the fastest drive we had so far this year because we've had, our drives have been very long. And I think both times in the first 2 games, we took almost half the first quarter.
Correct. Both times we dominated time of possession in the first quarter. Here we go, one set.
And again, Lehman.
Foster.
And
nope. That time is a 23 read.
Wow, he gets there close. He's going to be probably marking at the 2-yard line.
This is one of the times where you do like getting Cade to the corner on the sweep or the quick pitch. The coaches may see something with Pottsville. Maybe they got quite a bit of speed on the outside, so we're going to stay in between the tackles with Foster. And Foster's been making it happen, so you hate to go away from it.
Well, in the line, you got to give the line credit. They're creating holes for him to be able to make those yardage. And, hey, I don't have a problem 1st and 6 going 4 times right up the middle. I really don't. And
there it is again.
Give him to the 1-yard line.
Maybe even closer. That official right there, maybe on the 6-inch line.
He's right there. And like I said, Ryan, I have no problem going 4 times between the tackles when you start at the 6 with our running game.
If they don't have anybody over center this time, my quarterback sneaked that dude.
They're pretty hefty up there on the line.
6 inches. If you can't punch it in from there, you don't deserve to score anyways.
Yeah, I agree. Tell that to Michigan State.
Oh, ouch.
First or 3rd and goal inside the 1, and Laird sneaks it and give him 6. Mr. Knox Laird with the touchdown.
Nice drive that time by Prairie Grove. We get it about the 35-yard line and drive it down in just 3.5 minutes. That's the fastest drive to start a game out we've had. It was efficient. It was effective. We threw the ball. We ran the ball with Foster. We threw the ball to Foster.
Well,
we're going to do swing and gate to the opposite side, but we'll break the huddle and come back. Knox will be the holder. Peyton Higgins will be the kicker.
And gets a good snap, kick on the way, and it is good. With 8:26 to go in the first quarter, it's Prairie Grove 7, Pottsville 0. We're going to stay with it this time. Ryan, we want to recognize and thank a couple people. One is Weston Bartholomew for filling in for you on the Farmington game and for Joey Sorters for filling in for me last week for the Dardanelle game.
Well, don't forget Braden. He kind of carried your
that's
tail
right.
feathers the first couple of weeks.
That's right. He handled the black and gold and what else did he
The
have?
Clarksville scrimmage.
The Clarksville scrimmage. So, yeah, we give them all a lot of love, and we do. Seriously, I appreciate it. It was
What's one of those deals we both hate to miss?
Yes.
But when we do, it's nice to have guys like that that'll step in and do a great job. I did like how Weston probably looked over here at you. I could just hear it when I was, or see it when I was listening. And he said, "You think you can block Hayden Black?"
I gave a quick answer too.
No.
No.
I wanted to be like, Weston, do you think you could block Hayden Black? I don't think you could either, brother.
No, he tried to run over him, I guarantee you.
Yeah, right. He'd run behind him. I know how Weston did. He liked those big guys. He ran behind them.
Well, here comes Higgins getting ready to kick for the Tigers.
Number 3, it looks like, or
Number
2, Elijah Bradley back deep.
and
He's got some speed.
And Elijah is not going to – whoa! It didn't go in the end zone. Oh, look at this. Come on, get him back there. Get him back there. Come on. Oh, you got to hem him up. There you go.
Get him, Keandre.
Hey, that's the way you
Great
do
kick
it.
by Peyton Higgins that time. It dies on the 1. Here's a replay right there. But he picks it up at the 1-yard line, and Keandre is able to string it out and end up getting the tackle.
They're going to probably mark him about the 5-yard line, and that was excellent. You don't get any better kickoff than that because in high school, the minute it touches the end line,
Right.
or the goal line, I should say, it's to the 20, no matter what. That died at the foot line. He gets it out to the 5, so Pottsville's backed up in their own territory. Now, let's make a stop here. We talked about our defensive woes at the beginning. Let's hope we can turn that around.
There's 17.
Hayden Black's back there.
Now, he's one of those guys, best is, that your first that your first contact probably isn't good enough, so you better bring the house, because if not, he'll break it. He's going to look like C.J. O'Grady tonight, fighting off about 4 or 5 guys.
Was that not awesome?
It was amazing. But this guy's built just like that, and he's got great balance. He's a big guy with good moves, so you got to really be careful here.
It's 2nd down and 11.
Second and 11.
Well, second. They gave them the 5 yards. We got to jump there, so it's going to be 2nd and 6 now.
Quick pass to the outside.
Oh, it's incomplete. That was intended for
Number 10, Ben Jones, senior.
Quarterback, we didn't mention his name. His name is Connor Carpenter. He's also the punter.
They've thrown more in the film that I've watched against us. Well, 2 years ago in playoffs, they hadn't thrown all year practically, like 3 times a game, and then they threw like 10 times in that game. Kind of surprised me. They had their freshmen move up. Those freshmen now are juniors.
I'm good to see Kate Grant get over there pretty quick. I was worried there for a second. There was nobody over there. There's a give to Russ. Hey, we're going to hem him up. They're going to have 4th down. They're going to have to punt. They get it just past the 10. If you think, Ryan, other than the 5-yard penalty, they didn't get much.
Black, Medina, Adams, David Hall, a bunch of guys right there. And you got to have it because Rust is a load.
Well, and I'm glad you pointed them that we had gang tackling there. But, Ryan, think of this. You take away the 5-yard
You got
penalty.
12 on the field.
Yeah,
there we go.
You take away the 5-yard penalty, Ryan, they got 1 yard on that possession.
Oh, that's true.
Carpenter getting ready to kick. Wait, that is a different punter. That was Butler. And
woo, Redfern, that was dangerous.
And I wonder if we're going to get.
No, he timed it perfectly.
There was a flag.
Number 5, Cache Linker.
There's a
he
flag,
timed it perfectly.
Let's see here. They threw a flag though. I'm not sure. It could be against. Might be a sideline warning. I'm not sure what it is.
I'm trying to figure out what the black lines on the field are over there. It's almost like we put the hash in the wrong spot and had to win over it with black.
I don't know what the flag is here. Yeah, here we got an in-house official. He's hiding from us, though. Taking him a long time to decide. Sideline warning. So, personal foul on the defense. We'll take that. That's 15 yards, Ryan. We'll have the ball inside the 30.
I don't know if you have the replay still, but I didn't see one.
It must have been on this side because both flags I saw came over here.
Well, that's great field position for Prairie Grove. That'll set us up about the 28.5-yard line.
I just got a text from someone saying they could block Hayden Black. it's Manny Roselle. That's Dylan Stainer's Stainer's father. He might be able to. He's pretty big.
He is a pretty good guy. Pretty good size. All right, 2 set to this side. Knox will drop back.
Nice pickup block there by Keandre. And now a little toss pass.
Redfern,
stay on your feet, buddy. There you go. Redfern down to the 10. That may have been one of the best executed plays I've seen us do all year, Ryan.
That was pretty nice right there because everything came to this side and it all flowed this way. I don't know if Redfern was blocking and it was like a tight end delay because normally on a play that everything comes to this side, your tight end's dragging the middle. And so that looked almost like he was blocking. That was set up that way, but I didn't think it was at first.
Well, I was very impressed with Keandre there with the block that he picked up. He picked up number 2, Bradley. Bradley was coming in on the outside. That was an excellent block.
That was because the play doesn't get off without Keandre blocking right there.
We got Harger in there with Keandre on this series. There's Laird. He's going to give it to Keandre, and Keandre is going to get maybe 3.
It'd be hard not to put Foster in right here just to let him pound it. Well, I mean, Keandre's got speed, but he's one of those open field guys. He can catch out of the backfield. I mean, he's all-purpose everything. But Foster's that 4 or 5 yards every time he touches the ball. He's the grit.
What I like about Foster when he runs the ball, Keandre did a nice job that time, but what I like when Foster runs it, he finds the hole really quickly.
Right.
And that's what's great. A good back will find the hole quickly because it doesn't last long. And there's Keandre. He finds the hole this time, and look at him.
Almost. Now, we still can get a first down if we get inside the 1.
Let's see where they're going to mark him. He's just going to be just short. So it's going to be 3rd down, and Prairie Grove trying to.
We had trips to this near side this time, and then we put our halfback in motion from the upset, looking like a 31 sweep. So that was a cool look right there.
Marshall Montgomery looked like he brought the play in. Quickly coming into the Tigers is Hamrick.
Hamrick, the backup tight end for Redfern. It was Graham Gunther, but Graham injured.
Harger, he's going to have the first. Give him 6. He's got it. And the Tigers have matched their year total in points here in the first quarter against Pottsville.
Well, we didn't make mistakes. That's the difference. We've been here before. We just make mistakes in the last couple weeks. So nice to see the guys play mistake-free, clean football and just ground and pound it down there.
And not even making the mistakes, but getting down inside this 10 inside the red zone and not putting up points. Tonight, both times we got inside, we put up the points. And now with the wind's blowing against Peyton this time, so let's get a good snap and keep this thing going. And it is through the uprights. And with 5:07 to go, it's Prairie Grove 14, Pottsville 0. We'll be back after this.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
Okay, we're getting ready for the kickoff. Peyton Higgins going to kick for the Tigers. Bradley back deep for the Apache. Also joining him back there is Linker. And this kick is going to be fielded about the 10-yard line. That's where Bradley gets it. He's got a little hole there, and he breaks out. He gets out to the 40. Nice return that time by Bradley.
Good job by Keandre. He's one of the guys there on the tackle. The other one, number 12, Landon Simrad.
Again, recognize
that was 42, Alex Caves.
I want to recognize our sponsors again: Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, PG Auto Quest, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Harton's Furniture, David's Roofing. They're the sponsor of the player of the game and halftime, and PG Telco. First down and 10 for Pottsville. Their best starting field position on their second possession. They've got the ball at their own 40.
Rust up the middle.
Carpenter under center. He's going to fumble, but he gets,
goes right to Rust.
Rust, I'm not sure who the first one to hit him was, but he ran over it.
It was 57, Cage Adams. Cage Adams put a big hit on him, made his head bop a little bit, but he just kind of plowed right over him. I'm telling you, he's 270.
Yeah, he's a big kid. But Adams, Adams did slow him down to help let the other guys help pick up a couple of yards there on a busted play. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Apache, again, this time, the give.
Oh, big hit that time.
Wow.
Who was that? I'm looking for the guy coming off the bottom this time. That was Cage Adams once again,
so Adams,
along with David Hall.
And that was on the carry was Torres, and Torres gets maybe another yard or two, but it's going to be third down, and let's call it 7.
That was a big hit that time.
Well, you got to like that.
Kay Grant, the cornerback on this side, almost looks like he's getting ready to fire off.
He's staying home, and they look for Bradley, overthrows him, and it's going to be 4th down.
And Bradley's pretty fast, but that one was way overthrown.
I think Bradley may have transferred for Darnell because he's got red shoes on. A couple of them got red shoes on over there. 4th down and 7. And the defense looking much better tonight.
Definitely. Everything seems to have a purpose.
And a nice kick.
Redfern on the recovery.
He returns it up to the 25. That was a very nice kick that time by
There's
Butler.
a flag. Usually a flag in that location means a block in the back by one of our up guys.
Yep. May have got it
there
right
it was.
there. Yep. Oh, darn it.
That'll take decent field position at the 24 and back us all the way up.
Probably to the 12. If it's 10-yard, it might be to the 14. Sometimes here that's half distance. We got it. Where's our resident official up here?
Yep. The official microphone making some crazy noise.
They're going to spot him at the. Oh man,
it was a 15-yarder.
Wow.
Prairie Grove will set up at the 10-yard line. We'll look like Pottsville did on the last possession, or 2 possessions ago for them.
Usually inside the 30, it's a half distance to the goal. I'm surprised.
Upset.
Well, nice tackle out there that time by number 10, Ben Jones.
I thought Wetzel maybe had a hole a little earlier in that. He bounced to the outside.
Ryan, this year so far, we haven't had a ton of success on the sweep play.
No, but teams are playing it strong. And I'll be honest with you, our guard play has been different this year. So I think they're still trying to figure out who's in there, how they work together, which guy to pick up at certain times. And sometimes we're there and we just don't hold the block long enough. Knocks under center, takes the snap. There's Foster.
There's going to be a penalty on us. Come back. Question is, do you back it up? I think you do back it up here if you're Pottsville. So that's going to back us up 5, and that'll make it 2nd and 15 if they take the penalty.
Oh, man. That's a 2nd and 15 from the 5-yard line. Not only do we have bad field position, illegal shift, but we also, it's declined.
So it'll be 3rd down. Not a terrible move unless we pick up the first.
That make it 3rd and 7.
It's on the 13-yard line, and so Laird comes under center. And Laird's going to roll to his right. He looks. He's going to scramble. He's got a guy there.
It's the same
Redford.
play once again.
And Redford gets the first down.
That's designed. This design. Replay that. If you'll just watch the tight end on that far side, it's a design play. This is the exact same thing that happened last time. I thought it might have just been a coincidence last time, but usually the tight end's out. Well, this time we're slipping the tight end out right there and leaving someone underneath. So,
but
I like it.
I do. I'm not so sure though, because he did look at his tight end there for a moment. So,
no, I'm telling you, that tight end normally is in route. So for him to be blocking and then slide out like that, that's a design. 2 times in a row. Double handoff. The ball's on the ground. We pick it up.
Get upfield. Get upfield. He's going to be dropped for about a 6-yard loss there.
Darn it. That is the problem with the double reverse, but you don't see it very much with us because we run it so often. It's pretty smooth. We do have a lot of guys coming in and out right now. Wetzel will come out. Landon Simrad, sophomore, he'll come in. Now, I'm not trying to give away anything here, but if I was putting Landon in, I'm throwing to Landon. He's not necessarily the blocker that Wetzel is. And so when Landon's in, I'm running a 2-set and I'm running a pass, or we'll see what he does here. They're in a 1-set. There's going to be a flag, though. Sideline warning once again.
So both teams have a warning now, so I think next time it's a penalty.
I wish they would go ahead and put turf on like the sideline, you know, where they want people to stand and just say, all right,
Kinda
if
like
you
the
get out of
batter's
that.
Box.
Yeah, I mean,
Baseball.
really.
Here we
It's
go.
getting silly.
2nd and 6.
Nice. Good
So-
job by Knox.
Well, that's going to help us. That'll get us back to
That's the second time tonight.
second. That'll be about 2nd and 11.
Second time tonight we've been able to draw them off sides. That'll slow the rush down a little bit.
Again, recognizing our broadcast team, Miles Eubanks, our director, Kate Graham on production tonight, Naaman Ballstead, scoreboard, and Dylan Moore up on the camera. Appreciate these young men and all that they do here for our broadcast.
Landon Simrad across in motion. It gives up the middle.
They were ready that time. Boy, they had a lot there. It looks like they were led by Big 73. That's Harry Brownlee.
He does a good job at defensive line. I've watched a little bit of him. He's a very aggressive, very mobile big man.
77, they're big up there. 77, Skylar Myrick and Drew Russ. Those guys, that's a nice size line there.
It is. I mean, Rust is the fullback, and he's playing defensive line, and by himself, he's a big man.
He nose guard.
I know, it's crazy. But both of his brothers down there are just as big, so one
Third.
set, motion with Simrad.
And now Laird rolling to his right. He's got a man open. It's
Sorters.
Sorters. He's going to be
He's got
first
it.
down. He's
Got
got it. Hey!
Nice looking pass right there. Good job by Knox getting out there. Luckily, no pass rush.
I'm gonna praise Knox on that particular pass, and this is what I saw that time. In the earlier games, Ryan, he was waiting for the guy to make the cut. That time he did it just before the cut. He knew it was coming and he threw it. That is, that's growth, and that's what you need. And
That is, and we had to have. You got to make that change. The other thing there, not guys in his face immediately. The line did a good job, and the backfield did a good job again, picking up the blocks. 2 set to the far side. What's wrong with that?
did we have it?
Unless he already put his hand down.
I think a lineman did. Well, bring up 1st and 15. 12 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Tigers up 14-0.
I know the tight end moved to the other side, but as long as he didn't put his hand down, I think that's fine. be honest with you, I think you could put your hand down and then pick it up,
if you're
too.
the tight end, I think it was a lineman that did it. A lineman may have came up. I may be wrong. I thought that's what I saw. That's going to do it. Into the first quarter, Tigers up 14-0.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Okay, we're back as we get ready to start the second quarter. Tigers will have it first 15, ball at their own 31. This is the, we got to get this snap off. Coming out of a quarter, you ought to be able to get it off, and there is kind of a counter play there.
Yeah, that's our 32 counter. Put Cade in the upset and then try to get him to counter around. Last week, that went for big yards.
They're ready for it. And this year, there's been a slight change, Ryan. I don't know if you've noticed it. They've kind of taken that adoption of the 40-second clock.
Right.
And, used to it was just you'd set it at 25 and you'd do it. Now, they've kind of adopted the college approach where they just start the 40-second clock as soon as the tackle is made.
Yeah, it can put people in a bind real quick.
Now, we shouldn't have gotten in trouble that time. We were coming out of a quarter. We got down to the final seconds, just like we are again. And Laird, and he gives.
There's our sweep. Again, doesn't go anywhere.
Well,
now, a lot of it is I think we were trying to move the tight end at the last second so that Pottsville would have to adjust. They kind of go to the strong side, so you line up one way, then move the guy over. The problem with that is they moved right with us and was able to stop the sweep.
Well, it's now third down, 14 to go. The penalty set us back, and we've gained 1 yard since then. So,
well, this drive started at our 10, so we've at least gotten our backs out of the end zone.
Laird, he's got pressure. He's going to be in trouble. There's a good play. Boy, they shot him through there that time.
They did. That's number 40. That's Emilio Torres. Emiliano. He's an Italian, maybe, with the first name.
Well, he got back there quick that time. Yeah, we've had an effective passing game so far tonight, Ryan. That time, not enough time to get anything going, and so.
Well, Knox is a guy that's not going to elude the rush very well, and so that time with the guy in his face, it's tough on him. We've given him good time the last couple passes. That's why they've been better.
Good snap, Wetzel. Woo. Wetzel's done a nice job of punting this year, and he backs him all the way up to the 30-yard line.
That's number 5, Cash Linker.
Oh, wow. They're going to get him, though. You know what?
That was Foster, too. That's not good.
Wow. You have a replay on that?
Wow.
We're not going to get to see it. Lehman's down. Let's take a break while they attend to the injured player.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you. Statistics
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints.
Well, that play or the penalty is going to back them back. They backed them up to the 21-yard line.
Foster, though, able to walk off under his own power, luckily. You know, it's just one of those deals where he gets hit in the head, gets the bell rung, and it may have scared him more than anything, but it looked like it hit him in the head hard enough that it probably is done for the night for him. I'd be surprised if he came back out.
There's the give. I think that's Torres. Torres that's probably their best play from scrimmage tonight, Ryan.
It is 8-yard gain. They had one other one very close to that. Other than that, no, they haven't had one that distance yet. You know, this time, Best and Torres, they're two kind of leaders here back in the backfield, fullback and halfback. Motion by number 10.
That's Jones. And there's Russ. Russ is going to get the first down.
I keep calling him Best for some reason. Russ is a guy that you would definitely want to give to on second and short.
Well, he gets the first, and that's their first down of the game, I believe. That is their first down.
Huh.
So that's a first down for the Apache. They've got the ball at their own 34. We got 8 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the first half.
Redfern and Grant to this near side, covering the receivers.
Torres and Russ behind Carpenter, and this time Carpenter rolls to his right, throws low. It's caught by Torres, but he's dropped.
Tackled by Knox Laird that time. Knox playing inside linebacker.
Hey, no gain on the play. Brings up second down and 10.
Looking at the line right now, I see Medina, Black, and Adams. They've been kind of your mainstays there so far. Outside linebacker, Carter Skates, and 42, Abe Caves.
Carpenter, he gives to Russ. Russ has got about 7 yards. That's a big guy.
It is. And really, you know, most teams, the way they're going to play this lineup right here, as you're playing man on the outside, you might have a safety, but likely he's in the box, and you've got 9 in the box, hoping, you know, Russ is the guy getting it, and you can get him down before he gets the first.
Third and a long 3. Prairie Grove looking over at their play, and the Apache already up to the line of scrimmage. Third down 3, Pottsville. They're going to get Prairie Grove moving, and that's going to give them a first down. So the Apache got a little drive going on here, got about 26 yards so far on this drive.
Medina that time will come out, in will come Biasy. Medina, he is a strong person, so to not have him on the line is unfortunate. I know he made the mistake that time, but.
First and 10 for the Apache. Drops straight back. He looks long. He's
Ooh, careful there. They're going to say it's over his head, so it's not good. But Cade's got to be careful there. It's almost pass interference. I don't know if you got the replay there, Josie.
Yeah, it really wasn't catchable.
Well, and that's what saved us from the penalty there, is the fact that it was not catchable, it was over the head. Now, Cade did a great job in coverage. He just jumped the ball a little too early.
2nd down and 10. This time they have Jones, Bradley to the near side.
And really, I'd be throwing to these guys every once in a while, unless the quarterback is unable to do that efficiently.
Russ, this is almost identical to the last time. They had 2nd and 10, and Russ picks up about 6 or 7 yards, making it 3rd and short. He didn't maybe get quite as much that time. He's got 3rd and a long 4 to go.
Good tackle by Wetzel that time on the outside. Wetzel's a cornerback on that far side, but nobody's out there, so he gets to play more of a hybrid linebacker look, and he's able to get best down. Rust, whatever his name is. God, I don't know why I'm doing that. Third down and 5.
Here we go. And there's Torres. Torres gets inside the Prairie Grove territory down to the 40. Well, he's going to mark him at the 38. So
you know, and that's a good play because where's everybody looking? Best. That Rust, that's where they're looking every time. So whoever else is in the backfield, you know, you don't have any attention on you, so you got a big chance for yards. Rust.
I think starting now, every time you say Bess,
I owe a quarter.
No.
I got to put a quarter in the swear jar.
I know. I want something to eat. Maybe.
I'll stop talking.
Three more. Oh.
Hey.
3 more, and we'll get a. 3 more
some nachos.
Yeah, I get barbecue nachos for it.
They just. Oh, thank you, Josie. He just wrote me a sign with the name on there in case I don't know.
I need to take it away so I can get my pork nachos, barbecue nachos. Let's see, that's a penalty that time. They're going to call it on Prairie Grove.
What?
They say he drew him off.
Man, we did move a little, but man, their left guard took off. But again, I guess high school way is if you get into the neutral zone, it's on you.
Speaking of neutral zone, I was watching a little bit of the Dardanelle game last week.
Dude,
they lived in it.
They stayed the whole line. They hit the ball. I mean, it was crazy how over the line they were.
1st and 5, and there's Russ. He's got the 1st and plows his way forward. He's down inside the 20. So this is the best sustained drive so far tonight for the Apache. They're down to the Prairie Grove. Well, they're going to put him at the 21.
That's funny. You said this is the best, but I thought you were saying the Rust name. I thought you had done it now, but no, it wasn't the case.
I'm not going to make that mistake. I will now, probably.
Yeah.
5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Carpenter has brought his team down into Prairie Grove territory.
Look how close Torres and Rust are.
I can tell you something. I started to say it. I don't know if you noticed Russ, and you can notice this sometimes with big backs. He was light on his hand. I thought he was going to go kind of outside, which he did, because he wasn't leaning forward. Watch it. So that's something to really watch.
I noticed his head down that time a little bit. I was kind of thinking maybe he was sucking air, but maybe it was the light hand. I just didn't. I don't know what to look for.
I watched that light hand, and he was not leaning forward.
I would say it's that way again.
And a quick pass out here to Jones. And
Cade Grant and Keandre Hobbs on the tackle that time.
He's going to get close to the 1st. He may have the 1st, so. Jones, boy, who was the person there? Redfern.
Good job by Redfern fighting off that first block. It is a 1st down.
So it's 1st and 10. They got the ball at the Prairie Grove 11. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Now, if you're Pottsville, scoring here and holding Prairie Grove, they get the ball to start the second half. Rust. Torres in the backfield. And this time it's Torres. And they were waiting for him this time.
Good job that time. I see Hayden. And I'm not trying to see the guy on the bottom because he caused a lot of that right there. That's Medina Good job by Medina clogging the hole that time.
Black finished him off. It makes it 2nd and 9 from the 10. Under 4 minutes to go now.
And right here, you know, you've noticed Pottsville taking their time and really getting slow to the line. You wonder if they'll change their pace a little bit to catch us off guard. But defense doing a decent job.
Well, we've had them 2nd and long. It's been this play that's kind of put them into position. And again, it goes to Russ. And Russ is going to get in this time. Touchdown for the Apache.
Well, that time just right off our end right there in the 2-hole, and it's wide open. I mean, they hemmed up that end really well that time.
Well, there they go. They drove that 79 yards.
Little swinging gate action here.
Well, our percentage is better tonight than it's been. It was 11 of 15. Tonight it's been 1 of 3 drives. So our defense has played better.
Oh, and really that drive right there was a good drive by Pottsville. It's not like we gave up big plays.
Had a couple of penalties.
The penalties and the dink and dunks really did hurt.
Extra point on the way. That's going to be no good. So Prairie Grove leads 14-6. We'll be back after this.
Grove Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
Okay, we're getting ready to receive the kick. And it's going to be an onside kick, and we got it. Nice job.
I'll try to get a number right there. Good job by him. That's 41, Colton Hamrick.
Hamrick gets it. Now, that's a little bit dangerous.
Tristan Hamrick. I've got Colton on my football team, his brother.
Well, here's the thing with that, Ryan. I'm not sure I agree with that with Pottsville. They better have a lot of confidence in their defense here, because you kick that deep and Prairie Grove doesn't score, you get the ball start saying, now.
Well, you're also thinking there's 3 minutes left. You know, a long drive doubled the distance in 3 minutes is a lot tougher than where you're at right now. Now, I understand if there was 1 minute left, yeah, go ahead, try it.
Yeah.
But with 3 minutes left, yeah, it's just enough time for us.
Yeah, you help Prairie Grove out there, but maybe they think their defense staying tall here, and we have Hobbs. And it goes to Hobbs. Hobbs still on his feet. Nice run that time, BK Andre.
Little extracurricular there.
We're going to get about 5 yards there. Well, they're going to call it 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Where's Foster Lehman? Is he being
He is on the sidelines.
Is he being attended to, or?
No. His dad's already come back and set back down. I think it's one of those deals where he's probably not coming in. He's right in the middle, but no helmet. I don't think he'll come back in tonight.
2nd down and 6 for Prairie Grove. 2 minutes, 54 seconds to go. And Laird rolling to his right, throws complete.
Hobbs.
Keandre's got room. Stay on your feet, Keandre. Hey! Oh, they're going to say stepped out. Oh.
Nice
Hobbs.
move that time. Hobbs was in at fullback. He sneaks out of the backfield and gets out in the flat. I like the wrinkle in the passing game this week. That short pass there from the fullback coming out, it was Foster, and this time it's Hobbs, but that's working effectively.
What I'm liking with this, Ryan, is, and this is a good coaching adjustment. Sometimes, you look at your personnel and you see what we've run. If you think about what we've run over the last several years, it's been kind of a, we've thrown the ball a lot more out of the wing.
We take shots.
And this year we've adjusted because of our personnel, and now it's a little bit shorter passing game, which is okay.
Another pass.
Now he's going to try to go deep. He's got a good pass.
That time's Marshall Montgomery. He got behind the defense.
And it was a nice throw that time by Knox. Knox got him where you want him. Oh!
He'll beat himself up about that one for a while.
Oh, he should. Because I'm going to pat Knox on the back. That was a good pass.
That was a beautiful pass. That's probably the prettiest pass he's thrown all year, to be honest with you. That was gorgeous.
2nd down and 10, 2:38 to go here in the first half. Let's get the ball in the end zone, boys.
And I like that we took the shot.
And now Laird rolling to his left. This time he throws. It's going to be low. He couldn't quite get his shoulder squared up that time to throw the ball.
Yeah, the passing is good, but at the same time, we're leaving time on the clock.
Yeah.
And so now you're in a 3rd and long. I would have loved to see the run right there to get the clock run and then maybe throw it on 3rd. But, again, the play action works a lot better on 2nd when they're thinking you're going to run. So I understand the reasoning, but just like the onside, you hate to give them a ton of time with the ball.
It's 3rd down and 10 for Prairie Grove. And double wing set. And Prairie Grove,
We moved, no, I think they moved that time. We put a guy in motion.
No, our guy. Oh, maybe. It's hard to say. Yeah,
Nope,
they're gonna give
it's
us
on
a
us.
false start. Yeah.
I wonder who that was. It must, because, I mean, that looked good as far as us going in motion kind of on the expected snap.
They actually, on the replay we just showed here, they actually moved on the far side.
So maybe we had someone move over there.
Unless someone moved over there, it was a good play. It just looked awkward the way our man went in motion that time.
Yeah, but that's
I know.
you simulate the snap there a little bit, but it's legal. Oh, that's going to be tough.
Oh, he got him.
And that's where Knox has the disadvantage. Anytime there's a rush, there's going to be a disadvantage, and that time there was. They're going to call timeout, stop the clock, so they get 2:21 left. We're probably going to be punting to them.
Yeah, they ended up getting a little bit. They had confidence in their defense, and their defense rose to the occasion. Now, let's have Wetzel get a nice punt here.
Now, Wetzel was on the sidelines without a helmet a minute ago. I don't know if we have I don't know who the backup punter is, but Foster's on the sideline and Wetzel's on the sideline, both without helmets. Higgins, I would assume, would be the backup punter since he is the kicker, but we'll see.
Wow, man, Wetzel has done a night. That's been a very good bright spot for us so far this year. The punting game, some of the best punts I've seen in the years we've done the broadcast.
Higgins, our soccer player, our kicker. We'll see. I don't see him out there.
Yeah, he's out there.
Okay.
Wetzel's over here on the side without a helmet.
He is.
He looks like his neck's hurting.
And then Graham, dislocated his shoulder last week. And so there's 3 starters right there.
How long is Graham out?
And really several weeks. And then you got Alex Keurig, also a starter. He's out. And so he hurt his wrist in the Farmington game. He's been out 2 weeks. This is his 2nd week out. So depth, not one of our strong points either.
Well, Higgins is definitely a good kicker, and I don't know how he does on the punting here.
He's a great soccer player, so we'll see.
And it's going to be a decent kick, and it gets a good Prairie Grove bounce, and they'll stop the clock. That gets it down to the 12. So
good kick.
Yeah.
Good punt, not kick. Good punt that time by Higgins. The problem is 1st and 10 for Pottsville on the 12 with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left. If your defense could get a 3 and out, amazing. You got timeouts that you could use, but if they put together any type of run, that's a problem. I mean, 2 minutes is enough time to get down the field.
Well, the way Russ has been running the ball, they don't.
It would be best for them to go ahead and throw. Just kidding. They got trips to the far side, one to this side, shotgun formation. First time we've seen shotgun from Pottsville. He's going to drop back to throw, tunnel screen.
Bradley, and we get him, and we hem him up in. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to go straight from the line here. They've got 2 timeouts left, 2nd down and 3.
They're in their 2-minute offense, but we'll probably end up burning a timeout to figure out how to defend
We better
it here
do something.
pretty soon.
There's, oh my gosh, there's a guy wide open. Yep.
Oh, he dropped it.
He was. We didn't have a guy over here.
I just said we probably need a timeout.
Look
because
at this.
obviously
there is nobody over. Look at this right here. There is nobody there.
I said we're probably going to have to take a timeout to figure out how to defend this because we don't have all the guys out there. And what do? We let a guy get wide open down the field. And then the football god said, nah, you're going to drop it.
Jones,
he was smelling the end
zone. If you thought
zone.
Montgomery's going to beat himself up about, Jones is going to just, 3rd down and a long 3. Boy, we can stop him here. We'll get the ball back with a little time. And he's back to throw. He's going to run it. Good move that time by Carpenter. Gets out of bounds. Smart play.
Very smart play. That's a quarterback.
That's Carpenter.
Okay. And he stops the clock.
Yeah, 1:39 to go here in the first half. And I'll tell you, the first quarter and a half, Prairie Grove pretty much dominated. Since that time, Pottsville's showing a lot of life.
Well, and kind of like basketball, it's a game of runs. It's been a game of drives here. Prairie Grove put together the first 2 good drives, and this time it's been Pottsville putting together 2 good drives.
He throws complete this time. Jones catches it. Oh, don't get the horse collar on that. That was close.
Yeah, I can't believe they didn't call it.
I can't either. He's down.
Now, one thing I did see right there was quite a bit of push off in his cut right there. And I was kind of like, that's really not. I don't know if you have the replay. It's probably too late now, but when he cuts, he pushes a little bit, and that's what caused the separation there with Harger, because Harger was right on him.
1st and 10 for Pottsville. They got the ball at their own 41. They've moved quickly from their own 12. They've already gotten 30 yards. And complete to Bradley, and a nice play.
Good job. Is that Beeson? It looked like Ethan Beeson over there. That was a beautiful read by him. Great job, Ethan.
Was that who it was?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what was nice about the play is that he
didn't wait for it to happen.
No, and
when he read it, he took off. Now, here's what I do if I'm Pottsville. I fake that next time. The guy, Ethan's guy, he's going deep. That little pump fake, if you're going to bite like that, I'm throwing over the top.
Well, he played off of his block and then made the tackle. The guy.
He was deep in route. He was already backing up, and then when he read it, he took off. So hopefully he didn't jump too early to where they'll try that later. But he was there fast. Ethan's quick, though.
2nd down and 9. They've got 1 timeout left. $1:25 to go here in the first half. Prairie Grove really needs to keep them out of the end zone.
Man, if they could just throw 2 incomplete passes right here, get to 3rd and long, 4th. It'd be 4th and long. We'd have some time on the clock too. It'd be nice to take a shot. Of course, for me to take a shot, I'm going to put Higgins in and let him throw one deep. Knox has done a great job tonight. No knock on Knox at all. Just the ability for Higgins to get outside of the pocket real well and let him throw it deep. The kid's got an arm, which Knox threw a beautiful ball deep tonight. We just didn't come up with it.
2nd down and 9.
Again, trips to this near side. We'll have 3 guys in coverage. They'll move Torres to the other side as a protector. We're going to blitz Montgomery.
That's too far.
Good deal. Beeson, good job in coverage that time. Ball a little overthrown, but Beeson step with Bradley. You can watch on that far side. Ethan's a little short, but at the same time, with the wheels that he has, he was in great position. There is the incomplete pass I was talking about. If we can get one more of those,
well,
right?
Even if we don't here, we can use a timeout. I mean, it's 4th down. If they don't make a 1st down, even tackle them in bounds here, we can.
Well, you got to think they're trying to get to the sticks right here. I wouldn't play as deep this time because I can't see him going as deep this time. You just got to get the 1st down. There should be a pass right now. Oh, they are going to go deep. I can't believe that.
What a catch. You got to hand it to Bradley that time. I thought we had him.
You know who I'm not going to hand it to that time is Keandre. Keandre misplayed that ball, something horrible. He jumps early and kind of gives up on it thinking, it's over our heads. But then that guy's not giving up. Yeah, Keandre can't stop on that ball.
He made a really nice catch because he bobbled it there. He stayed with it. Let's tip our hats to Bradley. And now they're at the Prairie Grove. They're in the red zone. They're inside the 20. And now
we'll take the timeout.
Coach Laird is furious over here.
Oh, he should be. We stopped. We stopped with the ball in the air. Keandre's right in position. They did a great job for all of that. And at the last second to just kind of misplay the ball, you got to stay with that.
I don't know if you noticed. We lined up like we were blitzing. Everybody backed up. We only rushed 3 guys. They did a good job of giving their quarterback plenty of time to throw, but we had such good coverage. We should have been in good shape there. Oh, my gosh, what a catch.
Somebody's hearing an earful from Laird, too. And I want to say it's the guy I'm talking about because Laird's still giving it to him.
He's fired up.
And he should be. We did a great job. The defense was called correctly there. That was just poor execution on our defense's part right there on the very, very end.
Laird, I thought, made a good call there to have good coverage.
Right.
Because if they had taken off running, we had
there's 2 guys there,
and he was going to have to run 15 yards by the time he took off from where he was. But now it's 1st and 10, ball just inside the 20, 1 minute and 5 seconds. They got plenty of time, and they get the ball to start the second half. So big critical minute here right before the half. And he's wide open. It's going to be a touchdown. All right,
nope.
He's close.
That was Bradley on the quick slant right there. That's one thing with Ethan. He's quick, but against a taller receiver who can get to the inside like that, you have the chance. They'll bring Rust back in. I got it right that time. And they're gonna pound it with 1 minute left from the 3-yard line. And it could be a direct snap to Rust.
If I'm Prairie Grove here, I use a timeout. Oh, sorry. There's Russ. He's in there. Touchdown. So the onside kick didn't hurt the Apache. They get the ball at their own 12.
It would have if we'd have caught the touchdown, though.
Yeah, but they go 88 yards and they score. See, I'm not sure why we didn't call a timeout there. You could have had 17 more seconds with a chance to score.
You could have. And the other way you're thinking about it is you got an extra one. You got an extra timeout for the offense.
Take the second half? No.
No, for the offense. If you're maybe gonna run the ball because we don't throw it as often. So I mean maybe there, but I would rather had the time on the clock with me to determine what we're doing with it. Yeah. They're gonna go for 2. They throw it to Bradley, but it's defended well. That's Cade Grant that time, and so that's no good. It'll be 14-12 Prairie Grove. Great job by Cade Grant. He really ought to follow Bradley is what we're seeing right there. Ethan's got the speed, but Cade's got the body. You get up close to the end zone. Let's go ahead and throw Cade over there on him.
Well, we got 38 seconds to go, and
you onside it again? You know, with 38 seconds left, I like the call better than I like it with 3 minutes left.
I wouldn't do it now, though. I'd kick it deep.
This doesn't scare me near as bad, though, because with 38 seconds left, the likelihood of us scoring is not good, whereas with 3 minutes left, it is.
Oh.
So this is where I would kick the onside.
Well, they've taken over the momentum of the game here, Ryan. It reminds me a lot of the Farmington game. Not just that we really had a lot of momentum going for 2 straight drives, and then it just totaled, man, in
there. It is.
And we get down on 46.
Well, first guy whiffed on it, but luckily Hamrick right there to get it again. That's not John King, that's Hamrick.
So now with 38 seconds to go, Prairie Grove's going to have it at their own 46.
Is this Higgins or is it Knox still?
I didn't see.
That's Knox. And I'm fine with that. Higgins is a little bit more evasive with his feet. Timeout. Pottsville.
Let's take it with them. 38 seconds. We'll be back for that right after this. Okay, we have 38 seconds to go here in the first half. Tigers 1st and 10, ball at their own 46. Quick pitch. There's Grant. Grant's got room. Cade. He's down the sideline. He gets out of bounds inside the 40.
Now, I like that right there because that's a quick hit play. We only have a second or two run off the clock.
And he runs out of bounds, so the clock will stay stopped at 32 seconds.
And that was fast, which I was just about to say, you know, they're going to play prevent defense here. So if you want to run your sweep, now's the time to run it because they're not going to be crowded up there on the line.
Quick. Oh, no.
Good job by Russ that time.
That's one of the best defensive plays he's made all night.
You are so good. That was great, though, because he doesn't get upfield too far, and he's able to get a mid on it. He is 6'2", 270, but he's got some moves. That was good.
Sorry.
Second down and 10. Twins to this side.
Knox. He goes rolling to his left. He's got some room. He throws complete, and he's got it, and he's out of bounds.
Good job by Sorters. Sorters is sure-handed for sure.
Hey, hey, add some time.
There you go. Yeah, he did catch it out of bounds, or catch it and fall out of bounds. They should have blew the whistle a little earlier than that, and they didn't blow the whistle.
Yeah, he saw himself. Wow, we probably lost about 6 or 7 seconds there, Ryan.
Well, the coaches got to be on top of that. See, now they're saying it, maybe. No, they're talking about field goal unit. Be ready for the field goal unit.
Would they try this far? Can he kick it that far? Can he kick a 50-yarder? That's about what it'd be.
Can he kick it that far? Yes. Can he make one that far? On occasion, if everything goes right. What would be nice is we got a timeout left to get about half the distance here and then call the timeout.
It's 3rd down and 1. Prairie Grove's got 1 timeout left.
What would be amazing is get another one to the sidelines. That way you didn't have to use the timeout.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to use a timeout here.
We're going to go trips to this near side. Jackson all alone over there by himself with Jones on top of him. We're going to give to Keandre up the middle.
Oh. Get down. All right, you got to spike it, spike it, spike it, spike it, spike it. Just get up there and spike it. Spike it.
Good job that time by Knox. He was ready. We were nervous, but he was ready. Second runs off the clock. But that's expected. You got to at least spend a second.
Yeah, I was.
We were afraid it wasn't going to happen.
Well, what I was afraid of was why why are we having to get the.
Well, maybe there's a trick play. Maybe there's one of those fake spikes and you throw it deep. But
that only works in Madden.
Hey, was it Tulane that pulled that off just last night?
I don't know. They wore blue, so I quit wearing. I couldn't watch it. If you're the Green Wave, I don't know why you got blue on.
Maybe
Second
it was
down
teal.
and 10.
There's shotgun. We're going to throw deep.
Got it.
Got it.
He's out of bounds, and Prairie Grove's got the ball. We got 6. This is where that 6 seconds that ran off the clock.
That would have been huge, but you wouldn't have had the timeout in case he would have landed inbounds.
Yeah,
so.
But
you have to throw this one. It's got to be a quick strike.
Well, you can run it. No, oh, no. You don't.
Well, we don't. We're going to set something up here because it's only a pass. That's the only thing that we can do here is a quick pass. So we're going to set something up. He must have been inbounds because we ran off 2 more seconds off the clock. So it must have been inbounds. It must have been inbounds. I thought he was out of bounds. Let's take a timeout with him. We'll be back for the last 4 seconds of the first half.
Buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent price, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
This is a very huge play in this game, and I think, again, I thought Prairie Grove got out of bounds both times. And
I did too.
We got gypped out of 2 timeouts, which cost us about 8 seconds.
And now you got 4 seconds to throw one strike to the end zone. If you don't get that, then you try the field goal.
Well, yeah, the thing I was going to say is that you got one shot. If you're not going to kick a field goal, you might as well, you could run it if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? it doesn't matter
True.
at this point.
And we are going to give it up the middle. No way. He got him! 6! Oh, my! Hey! Wow, nobody expected us to run up the middle.
And they pushed him on in there. That was Keandre. Wow.
What fight by Keandre that time in our offensive line. I did not expect that.
He made up for his
yeah, the big one he gave up a minute ago.
Well, that, you know, when you think about it now, Ryan, where it's really a wash. They scored,
right.
We scored right before the half. It's a wash.
Whew, man, that one. The only positive is if we do make this right here, we actually gain a point because they didn't convert.
And it's still a two-score game, which is huge. This is big extra point. And it's up, and it is a 2-score game as Higgins puts it through. That's the end of the first half. Prairie Grove 21. Pottsville 12.
Man, that got a little hairy there for a minute, but it worked out.
We're getting ready for halftime, sponsored by David's Roofing. They'll also sponsor our player of the game. And Ryan, we've had a fun-filled first half, and it's very even. Total yards is Pottsville with 155, Prairie Grove with 162. Passing yards, Prairie Grove probably the most balanced they've been all year. 90 yards passing, Pottsville with 87.
That's hard to believe. I love it.
Laird is 7 for 10, Pottsville 7 for 12. Both teams averaging a little over 12 yards per pass. Rushing yards, Prairie Grove 72, Pottsville 68. And time of possession about even. And for Prairie Grove rushing, 5 attempts, 39 yards. He's almost 8 yards a carry. Keandre Hobbs 5 for 25. K. Grant 3 for 14. Harger 2 for 6. Wetzel 3 for 5. Drew Russ, he's 10 for 44. Torres 3 for 16. Carpenter 1 for 7. Jones 1 for 1. On the receiving side, Bradley has 4 for 62, but one was a big play, about a 40-yarder on one. Jones 2 for 25, but he dropped a big one. And for Prairie Grove receiving, Cade Redford 2 for 29. K. Grant 1 for 21. Sorters 2 for 18, both his very critical. Keandre Hobbs 1 for 11, and Foster Lehman 1 for 11. And that's going to do it. For our touchdowns were made by Keandre Hobbs, Jared Harger, and Knox Laird on a 1-yard plunge. Enjoy halftime, sponsored by David's Roofing.
All right, here comes the Palm Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2019-2020 Pottsville Black and Gold Brigade. The pitches are led onto the field this evening by drum major Sammy Oberhauser. Drum major, is your band ready? You may take the field. Band is directed by Devin West, assisted by Chris Carroll.
Ready to kill him. Shoot that, boy. I'll try to shoot that over there.
You may take the field, ladies and gentlemen. Prairie High School presents It Drive, the big bad band from Tigerland. Here's part of our 2019 show, things that go bump in the night.
So out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics. Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all
We're getting ready to start the second half as Higgins gets ready to kick. Ryan, you got an injury update for us?
I do. Wetzel is out for the game, and Foster is fighting to get back in. He's still got his shoulder pads on. They're not allowing him to have his helmet. He's still under evaluation, kind of. He's saying he's all right, but I don't see him getting back in.
If it was a critical conference game, who knows? There's a nice kick. It's going to be filled by Bradley right at the 10. He takes it, he's looking in the middle of the field, looking for a seam.
Good job by Redfern. Tackles him at the 25 that time from the end right here. So great job by Redfern. He's got some speed on him.
Well, Redfern brings him down. They're going to start at their own 25. And Ryan, boy, Prairie Grove, that was a huge score. And
well, it's kind of been a roller coaster because, you know, we get the ball to go up, we miss the pass in the end zone, then they turn around and drive it all the way down our throat, and we're thinking, man, they get the ball to start too. This is rough. But then we go ahead and punch it in here at the end with 4 seconds left.
And then missing their 2-point conversion gives us a 2-score lead. And now they've lined up. They're lining with 2 backs. Now they're going to this trick set. And, this could be,
overthrown, but we have good coverage there on the receiver. Now, we don't have a good beat on the ball, but we do a good job on the receiver. I think if the pass would have been on the money, I think Cade Grant would have been there.
I think Cade Grant would have picked it off. I really do.
I do too.
That's because I thought when I said it's going to be, I thought I was going to say it's going to be picked off because I really thought we had a shot at it there.
Good first down defense. It's weird to see Pottsville go to the pass when they're such a good running team with Rust.
Oh, my goodness. Somebody get out here.
They're coming out there slowly. We got 4 guys to cover 3 now, but we're moving 1 back inside because of Jones.
I'm looking for Torres to get it.
Or Torres. I said Jones.
And Torres gets it for about a 5-yard gain. That just looked like a total setup from the beginning. Again, I was watching his body leaning, and you could see he was ready to run.
Right. And luckily we did blitz off that side with Carter Skates. He gets in there, not able to make the tackle, but he does get to that area, and we make the tackle for about a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4.
3rd down. This is big. It would be nice for the defense to get off. I'm going to say Russ is going to get it over there to the left side.
Now, you can say Russ, but that's just as incorrect because it's Rust, right?
And
it's him.
And Rust got it.
Rust. Whatever he is, 17.
Somebody told me at halftime you got tired. They take your spot. He's got his cap turned around backwards down there. You know what I'm talking about, right? And first down for Pottsville. You know what's sad is when a team becomes predictable and you can't stop them.
Yes, but when they got a guy that's 6'2", 260, it is kind of hard. Torres up the middle that time.
But you think about it, they went, for the last few series, they passed on first, had 3rd and 10, 2nd and 10, ran the ball.
Right.
And
Cage Adams on the stop that time.
And then on that 3rd down critical, they're running to Rust. 2nd down and 5. That time Torres picks up 5 yards.
twins to this side once again, see if they'll send Jones in motion, if that's something they're trying to look at the defense or if that's something that they're.
And Rust, he's going to be close. He's going to be just short. I think
we
they're
have
going to
5 guys that time on the tackle. I see Harger. I see Knox.
third down. Boy, let's have a fumble snap or some kind of crazy thing like that. I was talking to the Dardanelle coaches. They're here scouting. They play Pottsville next week. And they were impressed with both teams the way they ended the first half. Third and less than a yard. And a quick drop, throws.
Oh, the guy fell down. The first guy did. Look at the replay on that one. He hits Bradley in the hands, though. I thought he was throwing to Jones. Good job by Beeson. Jones just falls in his transition. Still hit Bradley in the hands, though. It's going to be 4th and short. They're going to go for it.
I'll tell you what, man. Send the gamble here. Send the house after Rust.
I just put your free safety back and do like you said, send the house.
He's getting it.
There he is. He's got it.
Yeah. I mean, you knew it.
We're going to have a little bit more beef up front to stop a guy like that. And we've got Medina and Adams and Hayden Blackend. Those are our beefiest guys.
So you got to the thing you got to do with him is you got to at least slow him down in the backfield. You may not stop him back there, but if you can slow him down.
You better tie his shoes together in the backfield. You better not just hit him in the backfield. You better get his shoelaces.
1st and 10, Apache at the Prairie Grove 46. And this time,
Torres. Nice hit that time. I don't know who that was there at the end.
I don't know. We hit him forward. That's not good.
No, but it was a good smack, though.
Yeah, it was good. 2nd down and 7.
That was Knox. Knox that time come in a little bit late. He's kind of held up a little bit, but Knox gets a good lick on him. Cottle will come in for Black. Oh, Black. He put some skates on out there.
Cade's going to line up here over Bradley. And there is Rust. He's got the first.
He's got more than that.
Wow.
20-yard run right there. About an 17, 18-yard run. But he's hard to bring down the first time. You're going to have to bring more than one.
Well, Ryan, if you were to go back and watch first part of the first couple of drives, we hemmed him up really well. I just wonder if as the game goes on, you get a little tired of keep getting that freight train coming at you. It's probably difficult.
Well, the other part too, it seems like Rust is starting is starting to run over to the kind of the defensive end, outside linebacker area rather than right up the middle. So he's not running in the teeth right now. He's kind of hitting the corners.
Bradley's back there with him this time. And it's a quick pitch to Bradley. And Bradley, quick pitch, but
David Hall that time knocking the guy out. Someone had him by the ankles. David Hall finishes him there.
It's 2nd down and 6.
And maybe Rust is getting a little tired because they did put Bradley in the backfield with Torres. Which Bradley's got the speed.
Well, I think they're trying to get him on
the corner.
And again, this time Torres, and he's going to be close to the first. He's got the first. He's got more. Down to the 10.
Congrats to Pottsville's line. I mean, they're blocking really, really well. It's making it hard for our guys even to get to the ball, but even then, they're breaking arm tackles at the moment. Now, here's what I do like. I see they move Cade to the other side, hopefully to be against Bradley. Now, that'll bring Beeson off. He's kind of got a gimp right now. Rust back in at fullback. And I like the fact that they got Cade over Bradley right now.
Well, they're going to get a 5-yard penalty against Prairie Grove. And the Tigers are going to, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 5.
1st and goal from the 5. If you don't score, it's embarrassing.
4.5 minutes they've taken off the clock here on this opening drive. if you're Pottsville here, I would think you would just try for your extra point.
So, see, they switched Bradley this time and put him over here on Higgins. Higgins has got to be careful. This is where they like throwing the slant.
Quick pitch. Torres is in the end zone. Touchdown, Pottsville.
Rust that time, just a decoy.
Well, Ryan, their last three, they've had 5 drives. The first 2, we stopped them. They only had a total of about 4 yards. Since that time, Pottsville has put together 3 straight drives with 3 straight touchdowns, and now they're going to go for 2. I thought they might go for the extra point, but they're going to go for 2. And if I'm them, we haven't stopped Russ for less than 3 yards yet, so why not? And he takes it. And we may get him this time. No, that second effort by Russ gets him in.
He's a big old boy. He just got to try just a little bit, and he's going to get 2.
So 21-20. Let's take a break. We'll be back. 7:19 to go in the third quarter.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
We better hope they don't get an onside kick here. Our defense is gas. Or they go deep.
Looks like Higgins on the reception there.
Got blocking back.
Yeah, with all the dancing, it tends to happen. Ten-yard penalty, holding.
That's going to put it just inside the 20, so Prairie Grove starts 1st and 10 at their own 19. And Pottsville liked 11 seconds from running 5 minutes off here in the third quarter.
Hey, that's the way you want to start out a quarter. It's kind of demoralizing, you know what I mean? We couldn't do anything about it. Harger.
And Harger gets, well, he's going to get about 4 yards on that.
Good job that time. Our fullback gets a little bit better block. We might get about another 4 yards there, but either way, he picks up positive yardage. He'll take 4 on first down.
Landon Mahon kind of finished him off that time. Pick up a 4. We'll take it. 2nd down and 6.
Simrad in at wingback with the Wetzel injury. Gives to Keandre.
Keandre, nice move. Keandre, he's brought down. That's Linker who brings him down, but Keandre gets the first down.
Good hard run by Keandre that time. He's got a little bit more of the shift to him, than Foster. Foster's a bruiser, but he does a good job of finding the hole that time and then getting down the field. And so that's the thing. I don't mind the dancing a little if you can get downhill right afterwards, and that time he did.
He almost broke that one for a long gain. I mean, he got it first down, but I mean, it could have been a big one.
Right. Base formation, Knox under center.
And Knox rolling to his right. He's got a little time. He throws. Oh!
Nice catch by Redford.
Oh, wow.
Nice catch by Redford. Number 20 laid the wood to him. That's Caden Hull. But watch Redford lay out for this.
Wow, that was a good catch, and he's able to hang on to it.
That was impressive by Redfern right there. He's feeling that one.
Yeah, 2nd and 3.
I will give it to Pottsville. They have been the big hitters tonight. And that's something Prairie Grove usually is, and I haven't seen that as much this year. We don't have that, the wood layer, you know what I mean? Like we haven't had anybody that just kind of been that answer, that bell cow in the back. The big ugly.
And there is Keandre again. Get upfield, Keandre. Keandre. Still
First down.
Inside the
Still
40.
up,
Still
still
in
up.
speed. There he goes. All the way down inside the 30. Down to the 25. Keandre Hobbs. Hey!
Big time run right there. Look at the replay here. He breaks 2 or 3 tackles. Kind of has that C.J. O'Grady look, but this is just because he's shifty. And he's able to pick up some big yards. We're cramping over there.
Let's take this.
That may be Keandre cramping.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be back.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture, he'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Okay, so 1st and 10 for Prairie Grove. Ball at the Pottsville 25. Drive started at Prairie Grove's 19-yard line. And Keandre's gotten the bulk of the yardage on this drive.
He's just cramping up a little bit here.
Who are we bringing in for fullback now?
Cade Grant will come in
And
to
then
run
Harger.
alongside Harger. I don't know who will be in at fullback, but both
Harger.
are capable. Well, Cade Grant, he's a downhill runner himself. Cade Grant will be fullback.
Yeah, he is fullback.
Give's going to be to Harger.
Harger slipped a little bit, but he still picked up about 4 or 5.
Good blocking by the line that time. Great blocking by Cade Grant, leading the way through the hole. I might have left him in there another play or two and let Keandre really kind of get some of that worked out.
4:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Prairie Grove up 21-20. Like I said, Pottsville's had 5 drives. The last 3 have all resulted in touchdowns. That touchdown before the half is huge right now for Prairie Grove.
1 over.
Keandre, this time he's caught. Well, he gets away.
33 had him.
Yeah, he did. That was Crothers.
And
he had him.
He's going to pick up 2. Good job by Keandre.
Yeah, that was a hard run by Keandre.
This is where I could see one of those flow passes if you didn't want to run the ball, since you've got 2 downs here. One of those where you sneak out the tight end or you sneak out the fullback and just get the short pass. Now, for me, I'm running the ball here because you got 2 downs to get 3 yards.
If it were me, I would do a quick pitch.
I love the quick pitch in this situation.
You pick up the first and you might get more.
We go 1 full, 3 full. Now, I don't even know that's the tight end actually out there.
Keandre's got room. He stops, and you know what? What's interesting about that, having played the fullback position,
it's not typical fullback, is it?
No, you don't. When you're a fullback, you don't do that. You don't do any hopping around. You better just. I was always told shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. That's the way I was supposed to run.
Yeah, he's definitely shifty. Sometimes for the worse, because he will give up yardage trying to make the big one. That time, he went laterally and is able to pick up another 3 yards. So good job picking up the first down that time. It's 1st and 10 on the 13. Prairie Grove in the red zone here.
Quick pitch here. Come on, let's see it.
Oh, we moved.
Come on, hey.
Hayden, you're a senior. That's just those silly mistakes. Can't have that. Got to play clean football. That'll put us at 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line.
3:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. This one looks like it may go down the wire, Ryan.
I'm still waiting for my pass to Simrad back there in the back of the end zone. Let him go get one. I'm telling you, it's coming.
And
good job.
Gets it to Harger. Harger gets inside the 10. He's going to stay on his feet. He's down to the 4-yard line. Smart play by Laird that time. He saw that his primary receiver wasn't there. Found his little dump pass out here to Harger. And look at him there. He goes. Harger ran the ball. Look at that nice little stiff arm there. Good job.
They're going to call him out at about the 6-yard
Okay.
line. So it's going to be second and three
yeah.
from the 6.
Now we've run almost 5 minutes off ourselves. So both teams run the ball a lot. That runs a lot of clock. We better get this off.
Sweep.
Here.
Nope. Motion. Quick pitch. Ooh.
He's down.
He's going to get the first down, though.
He's down to about the 1.
That is a first down, so it'll be first and goal from the 2.
They marked him at the 2. Yeah, he's at the 2-yard line. So
good job that time by Harger. There's your quick pitch. Harger, though, doesn't run it to the outside. He runs it in, and so he runs it kind of right outside where the wingback would be. You know, Grant, he's going to the corner. He's going to score the pylon. Let's see what we got here. Base formation.
It is a give.
Harger.
He didn't get it.
Nope.
Second down.
Hey, let that clock run. Punch it in here.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. No gain on the play. Second down and goal from the 2.
What do you call up here, Coach? You could really run anything right now, I think. I know you're a guy that loves to run still and up the middle.
I think you got to be
who you are.
Who you are, and I would not run. I don't think I'd run a straight sweep here because where we hand the ball off, if they get penetration, you're going to lose yards. Keandre again.
Touchdown.
Give him 6. Hey!
Whew.
I wasn't sure he got it there for a minute. And well, let's watch again.
It was close.
Keandre, he must have just got it over. Someone saw him.
Harger does a good job of taking on the first hit there. He doesn't make room for him, but he absorbs the first blow so that he's not able to get on to Keandre. And then Keandre is able to push in for the score. Higgins on to kick. Knox. We got so many injuries right now. We've got to have a guy run in for the point after every time.
Cade Grant was aware of that too. He was asking to get somebody in. Extra point on the way.
It's good.
It's good. That's makes it Prairie Grove 28, Pottsville 20, 1:18 to go in the third.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Onside kick, Ryan. Higgins getting ready to kick. They had the beef up front. I think I ought to try it. If you're going to try it, you don't want the good hands folks up there. Oh, that's a good kick. He's going to field it inside the 10. Here comes Bradley.
Oh, block. They might call that a block in the back. Beeson, I thought, got hit, blocked in the back.
I don't know what the late flag was. I hope.
Yeah, it was a weird location, but.
I don't know if he got him for grabbed him by the jersey or.
Oh, yeah, he tackled him. You're the offensive guy. You can't tackle someone. That was a silly, too. You're 10, 15 yards down the play.
Holding. They got a holding. I just saw it.
Yeah, he tackled him.
Yeah.
That didn't make no sense. I was looking back farther, but in the replay, you can see it very easily. First and 10 from the 23.
1:08 to go here in the third, Ryan. We're probably going to, unless they have a big play here, we'll go in the fourth quarter. And if it's like this quarter, there may not be a lot of more possessions in this game. They now trips to the far side. He goes straight back. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. It's low.
Too low, though. Good coverage that time. I mean, we can replay that one if you want.
He was open. We missed, didn't get him in there. Yeah, I don't know who his man was, but he went. We took two guys. We took two guys on one, and we left one open. Carpenter just misses Bradley. 1:03 to go here in the third, 2nd and 10. Boy, if we could stop them here, Ryan, it'd be huge.
Oh, man. We do have a bunch of young guys in right now. I see 2 sophomores, one at corner and one at safety.
Higgins has got Bradley.
Landon's going to have to back up. He's kind of that last.
There's Rust.
Oh,
we got him. Hey!
That's nice. That's Jackson Sorters. He hasn't had a lot of defense tonight. But if you want to talk about a stump hitting another stump, that's Jackson Sorters and the Rust kid right there.
He outweighs you.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
and he's over a foot taller than too. But I'm telling you, Jackson Sorters is like a log in the middle of the field.
He outweighs you about 100. He literally almost doubled his weight. Third down and 10. This is a big play right here, Ryan. We need to stop him here. Here he's dropping back, and he's got it. He's incomplete.
He may have been able to make some play right there, but Hayes gets beat deep that time, and Jones looks like he's cramping. So I could see that being an injury timeout. Caves has got to be careful there, though, because he gets beat over the top. They're going to put someone else in.
19 seconds left in the third quarter.
Huge there for Prairie Grove. That's the first time we've stopped in the first quarter.
Mason Butler to punt. Clayton Higgins and Caden Richardson to the team.
Split out. Keandre in the middle of the field, kind of playing that safety position. And then we've got
Flag on play.
Bag it up. Then we got Redfern and Higgins back deep. Hall and Scooters in inside linebackers this time. Simrad and Keandre in at safety, kind of playing the 8 to 10 yards just in case there's a fake.
Prairie Grove should get extra good if he starts the fourth quarter. Boy, it's a hole by 50. My goodness.
Man, I would love to see Beeson and Higgins do a better job of blocking 5 right there, because they could have kept him off. 2 guys could have kept him off Redfern.
Well, boy, I don't know if you saw that, Ryan. Oh, wait, it's too late. Ryan, 50. We had a guy coming through 50, literally tackled him to keep him from going to the punter.
Nice. Not seen, not called.
Not seen, not called, but boy, touchdown here, Ryan.
Or seen, not called sometimes, but. Well, we'll take it. We're at the 35 with an 8-point lead with 12 seconds left in the third. Let's give another demoralizing drive here and go down and put some points on the board, and we'll be all right.
There is Hobbs, and Hobbs is, oh, there's Rust.
And the other big boy, number 77.
That is Skylar Myrick.
And that's the quarter.
Well, we'll go to the fourth and final quarter. Tigers up by 8.
A new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over
Okay, it's the fourth quarter. Prairie Grove's got 2nd and 9, ball at their own 36.
8-point lead. Defense has got to step up here in case the offense doesn't convert. Defense is the name of the game for the fourth quarter when you got a lead.
Boy, if Prairie Grove could score here. They're waiting for Keandre this time, and so it's going to bring up 3rd down. They never got him down, but he's going to go up to about the 39, so it's going to be 3rd down and 6. I think what we're going to see here, Ryan, is one of these out of the backfield type passes here.
Out of 2, where you got either the halfback or the tight end kind of in a delay situation. You would think the tight end one wouldn't be open after hitting it a couple times, but it's been a while, so you could forget. If this time, even if the tight end would just act like it's a delay and then take off, he'd probably be open anyways. We'll run twins to this side. That's Sorters and Simrad. That's the hands team. Knox is going to drop back and look for him.
Oh, wow. And Meyer comes in and got him. Oh, my. And Knox never saw him. And that's
well, the pass has got to happen already,
quicker.
first off.
Yeah.
Your time clock should have went off in your head. It had to happen. Second part is it came from the blind side, the back side. And so he's not going to see him because he'd moved up in the pocket.
But you got to that's just some experience a little bit. You got to feel that. You got to know that you're right. Your clock.
I don't know if you would, but the clock should have went off first.
Yeah, exactly. You got to know when you've got that long, something's happening. Especially he's not like out of the pocket either.
No, he moved up into the pocket, so that blind side, that back side is what's dangerous. Higgins back to kick.
So after 2, that's a good punt. Nice spiral punt. Fielded. Oh, got him.
Redfern got him. Good job, Redfern.
And then his own man kind of helped tackle it.
Redfern's had a big night tonight between catches and defense. He's really stepped up and done a good job. He's not a guy that we've talked a ton about. He's been in a lot, but I feel like he's growing into the role right now. But he's looking good.
Higgins got a nice punt. Higgins getting a lot of playing time tonight. 10:28 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, another sophomore. And that's big, man. These guys getting this time.
Boy, I'd have loved to have scored.
Like I said, defense wins. This is where defense has got to come up. I like going back there.
He's got a man, and it is caught in stride. There he goes, and it's a touchdown. He finally gets Jones.
Trying to see who that was on. Looks like Harger was over there.
He got him in stride. They've had.
Oh, they've had the opportunity.
They've had a couple of guys behind our defense a couple of times tonight, and they've overthrown him. That time, Carpenter hits him in stride, and Jones now. Pottsville wanting to go for the tie. You remember, halftime score was 21-12. And now this is where we have to find a way to stop Mr. Rust.
Yeah. You would think we'd all key off on him and be able to stop him, but that's not the case.
They didn't get it.
The ball's on the ground. We picked it up.
That's it. Hey, there we go. Hey.
That'll help. That's going to be the big thing in the game right here, especially with it tight going down to the end, is the extra points that they've not been able to convert.
We said off the air what the keys were, and we said it's going to be a turnover or not scoring on one of your time scoring or the extra points. And right now, that's played in our favor. Now, if we score and get an extra point, Ryan, we go up by 2 scores.
Right. That's big. So, hands team, be ready. I see they got Simrad up front. They've got Cottle, Marshall Montgomery, and Cade Grant.
And Black.
Hayden and Redfern all up front. So we got 6 guys all on that front line.
Now, we don't have anybody deep. If they go
Nope.
if they go over Keandre's head here, Yeah, he's got to go back a little bit. Yeah, you got to be about right there. Stop right there,
Well, because
Keandre.
you got to be able to field it. It's a live ball.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that we did go ahead and go with the hands team here, because this is that situation where they're going to try to get the ball back. Now, you've stopped our offense a time or two. I'd almost play the field position game and give yourself a chance to score.
I don't know where your fastest guy is, but if you go to one of these corners, you got a shot because Keandre's in the middle of the field, and that's what they do. They try to go to a corner.
Jackson will get it.
Yeah.
He just goes down. He didn't mean to. He slipped, but he would have loved to have been able to run that one back. I know he would have, but in the cut, he slides. Here we go. Put together a drive here.
Well, this is a big drive. If we can put it in the end zone, Ryan, run off some clock and go up 2 scores, Prairie Grove could get that first victory of the year.
Sorters will run the play in. We'll start at the 25. Knox in at quarterback. He's done a good job tonight. You know, we've been playing 2 most of the season, and so you think you'd see Higgins, but Knox has done a good job. We've been under control. He's going to drop straight back. He has no one in. He had no one in route on that side. I don't know.
Almost like a busted play.
Yeah, either that or he's supposed to look to the trip side first and then look over to Redfern. And Redfern was kind of doing that delay thing. But I told you a minute ago, they're not dumb. They've made the adjustment. That's where this time Redfern looks like he delays and he takes off. And that play's there. It's quick, but it's there. It's almost like a tight end dump on that backside.
We need some yards here. We got to make this third manageable. Grant has not gotten that quick pitch on the corner tonight. I know I've called that for a few times. We did it once, but I'd like to see Grant get it.
Well, they have Bradley on this side, which makes it hard because Bradley's pretty fast himself. Waggle. Problem there is we have a lot of guys back in the backfield. We did have a guy open that time, but he doesn't really have the time to get it out.
He doesn't have.
And you got to have a quick trigger.
Yeah, the one thing that Knox, he doesn't have a lot of. He's not that far back. If you're going to do that, you almost want to put him in the shotgun to give him a little bit of room.
And he's got to be able to pull the quicker quickly. Trigger quickly, not quicker, trickly. Who invited this guy up here? Where's the B team at? They were doing a better job. Double handoff. Simrad, he slips. He better tuck that. He better hold on to that ball. He'll get us back up into at least punting position.
Well, they've stopped us the last 2 times, Ryan. You got to hand it to the Pottsville defense.
Hey, what did I say? Defense wins this game in the 4th quarter. Right here is where defense steps up, and whoever can keep people from scoring right here in the 4th quarter, that's big. We are not doing the job so far. They are.
I think we got so many guys hurt.
We do.
That we're missing guys on almost every single special teams play. We're going to have to rush this and got to make sure we get a good snap off.
Oh, there should have been a penalty there.
There is.
I don't know who 44 is, but he was trying so hard. That's Dalton Frazier to get up there. He just didn't know where to go. You need a guy like a senior to just know, hey, we got guys out. I'm going to get kind of halfway out there and be ready.
They're going to get excellent field position with 8 minutes to go in the ball game. 8:01 to go in the game. Good kick, bounce. There we go, and he did not feel that. That helped us out a little bit. Oh, we got maybe another 6 or 7 yards out of it.
Either way, he didn't have a chance to return, so that's a good deal. Good punt that time by Higgins. All right, defense wins the game. Can your defense hold up here? I know we got guys hurt. I know we got guys tired. I know we got guys getting beat deep a couple times. We got to fix it. Here's where it kind of separates the men from the boys. What is this senior class and these juniors that are out there, what are they going to stand for here in the 4th quarter on defense?
I don't know, but our guys look very confused. Oh, there's a guy on the inside. Redford gets out there on him.
Good job that time by Cade Grant. He was not getting beat deep. Which, hey, if y'all want to keep doing that, I'm okay with it until they start converting every time. But that usually is going to be an incompletion, and the clock will stop, giving us enough time, hopefully, to make that run if we need to.
2nd down and 10.
Ball. It's on the ground.
Did Prairie Grove get it?
No, I think Rust fell on it.
He did one of his best jobs tonight getting on that ball.
You're clever. I didn't even need the dramatic pause this time because I heard it so fast.
3rd down and 9. Big play here. You know, if you're Pottsville here, do you think about going for it? I think if you get halfway,
No.
do you do it?
No. I'm putting it in my defense's hand. My defense has shut down Prairie Grove this quarter, or the last quarter and a half.
Boy, I didn't see our guy over there on top of Bradley for a second.
It's going to be a quick pass out in the flat. No
Incomplete.
good. That was
Oh.
33. He was open. We had guys out there, but it was open.
That's Carruthers, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So Prairie Grove's defense, as you pointed out, stepped up. Now our offense needs to go score. Ryan, a touchdown here puts a field goal. No,
a touchdown
you need
really
touchdown. Yeah.
changes things.
I was looking at a field goal because I thought, but no, we got to have a touchdown.
All right, we got 11 out there. Stop running off the field.
We are struggling on
Well, like you said, it's so many people. Good job by Jackson.
Get away.
Did Jackson get a piece of that?
I don't know, but it's out of bounds.
Replay that and see if Jackson got a piece of that. I was hoping he didn't hit the kicker. That's why I was like, oh, be careful, be careful.
Let's see here. Oh, come on, camera guy. Wait, here we go.
No, he didn't get it.
No.
That was just a botched kick there. He kicked for the first down, though. I think he made a first down with the kick. Problem is, it's for the other team.
Well, the nice thing is here, we got the
field position.
We got the field position this time at the 42. We need to put it in the end zone, Ryan. That would do it for tonight, I believe. Especially if we could run off about 3 minutes to do it. 6:50 to go.
Some of the issue here is just everybody's worn out. And so can we muster up enough? There's Keandre up the middle.
There, look at Keandre. Hey!
Big time first down run right there by Keandre. He's going to pick up about 9. I think he got a little bit more than that, but that's fine.
That's all right. Now that's going to run with the 40-second clock. Now this is what you want to do. With the new 40-second clock, you want to run that 40 seconds. You can take a lot of time off on every play.
Right, Sorter's going a lot slower out there this time.
Now you can't.
You know how good it looks tonight with all the cheerleaders in gold and the coaches in gold and all the guys in black. It just kind of struck me there. That's a nice combo there tonight.
6:10 to go in the game.
We better get up there and snap it. 4, 3, 2.
Got it. And this time it's Grant. And he's got the corner. Cade, look at him go. Oh, yeah.
Hey, finally.
Face mask. Yes, hey.
A penalty there. Hopefully that's not a hold, but
no,
it's a face mask. Look at Cade this time. Like we just said earlier, Cade not getting a chance, but we haven't ran it tonight. We haven't ran it tonight enough for them to play it that hard.
Is
that a 15-yarder?
Well, Ryan, the thing is, you're right. We usually run the sweep so much, and tonight we've gotten away from it. So tonight, when we had a chance to do it,
well, for the last couple of weeks, everybody's just been piling up in there.
5-yarder.
Makes it hard.
5 yards. That's going to make it 1st and 10 for Prairie Grove at the Apache 33. 6:01 to go in the game. Come on, Tigers. Let's get in the end zone. Hobbs and Grant in the backfield. Sorters to the right side.
Motion by Simrad.
And to give to Keandre. Keandre, boy, they're
there, but he gained 4 yards.
And that's what you need. That's what you need.
Maybe only 3. He sidestepped. One judge gave him 4. One guy gave him 3. Now it looks like they're going to go ahead and go 4. He confused me when he sidestepped there. Montgomery split out wide. We're going to let the play clock.
Ryan tonight.
Why did what just happened? Like our line went down and then one guy moved and stepped back up. I mean, come on, guys.
Well, you know, Ryan, back when we first started our broadcast, we used to get a ton. We had a comments page, and we've heard a lot tonight on our YouTube comments page from Ben and Mandy, and we appreciate them watching and everyone who watches here on our channel.
And we had a ton of new subscribers last week, actually.
That's because Sorters was on they thought Sorters was here permanently. He brought in new business.
That's right, but hopefully with the boys back, the team plays a little bit better. That's the goal here. Yeah. Base formation.
Here is the give.
Ball.
Oh, fumble. Oh, we got it back. Boy, now that penalty looms large. Now
what happened there? Replay that one for me, Josie. I didn't quite see it.
It might be too late.
No, Josie, he's napping over there.
Yeah. Nacho was.
Nacho would have got that.
No, Nacho just commented he's proud of our broadcast group.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he maybe was talking some trash.
No, Nacho, he was actually. He was complimenting them. Now it's 3rd down and long, but look at the clock, Ryan. That scares me a little bit now, though, because we got this 3rd and long. Got to get rid of it. He's got it.
Orders.
He's going to be short of the first, but
he got walloped too. He's taking his helmet off.
But he's closer to the 1st down now, and this is manageable.
Yeah, he took the helmet off.
Who, Knox?
Yes, he got hit pretty good. I don't know if you got the replay on that one where he got hit, but. Let's take a timeout with him.
Out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Okay, we're back. Knox gets off the field, and Peyton Higgins will come in for this snap. It's 4th down and about 4, 3:53. Ryan, if we can get this 1st down, this is big.
I think this is a double handoff. He pulls Landon Simrad to the side. No, hopefully not. Okay, it's a 2-set, so maybe this is your quick pitch that you wanted.
You got to get upfield quick. It's 4th down. Quick pitch, get upfield. It's going to be close. He didn't make it. He's short. He's short. I don't think he got it. He got upfield. He did. I like the play. I like the way he ran the ball, but I think he's going to be a little short.
They're going to call for the measurement.
Yeah, I agree with the Pottsville announcer down there. I just heard him. He said if he got this, it was a generous spot.
No, it was right there at the line. I mean,
we don't. Gosh,
it's hard to see all the way across the field like that diagonally here, like we are. I mean, he spotted it almost. I mean, it was pretty dang close. It's short by an inch.
Well,
maybe two.
The Apaches. You talked about defense stepping up, and they did. Now we helped them there with the penalty.
We did. That penalty's huge right there on Cade.
Huge. So now with 3:25, our defense has to step up. Our defense has to step up here.
And our defense can't feel bad about that. You know, a lot of times that's deflating. That's momentum. But right now you should smell blood. You're up 2 points with 3 minutes left. All you got to do is bow up and hold them, and it's your game.
3:25 to go in the game.
Now I would rather have Cade over here on Bradley. Rust.
That's second.
He breaks free. Hayden had him, but he broke loose. Second effort's going to pick him up about another 3 yards, though.
Yeah.
That'll bring up 2nd and 6, a long 6.
3-0. We're down to getting down to the 3-minute mark. So they've got time to run the ball. They don't have to throw it, and that's what they did on that first play. I'd like to see us get an interception here. Boy, we need to get somebody out here on
Redford
10.
needs to scoot over. Come on,
Gosh.
Redford. There he goes. It's like he didn't even know it was there. Come on, boy.
Oh, there you
Hey!
go. There you go. Hey!
Nice, nice.
Good game tackling that time. That's going to bring up 3rd down. This is it. And this is 4 downs for them now.
David Hall and Austin Medina in there.
This is 4 downs territory for them. I mean, 4 down time. I shouldn't say territory.
Right.
It's time in the game. They got to go for it.
Yeah,
So,
definitely not the territory. Great job that time. This time I'd like to see us play a little softer back in the backfield. You know, they're going to try to go to the sticks.
Somebody, oh my gosh, get over here, guys. Oh my gosh, you got to get somebody over here. They got 3 guys.
Keandre's coming, but
Nice screen. He's got the 1st down. Oh!
nice hit, Keandre. He doesn't get him down, but nice hit. Stopped Torres right in his tracks.
But not before 1st down, and that's 1st and 10. 2:06 to go in the game.
Watch the hit right here. Boy. Nice hit. We got a guy cramping, though, it looks like.
Well, Ryan, we'll stay with it right here. Ryan, something I don't know if we've made this point yet this year. You know, when Knox went down a while ago, this is the first time since 2011 we didn't start a senior quarterback. And, you know,
Right.
we had Cooper Winter started, you know, when he was sophomore, junior, and senior. And then, so he started his junior year. And then it went from Cooper to Jacob Storley to Ryan Morrell to Sam Mayday Dodd to Laird, the Laird's older brother Zeke, to J.D. Elder. And then last year we had Ethan Skates and Ethan Gunther, both seniors. So first time in a long time, 8 years, since we didn't start a senior. 2:06 to go in the game. 1st down and 10 for Pottsville.
Higgins will come in for Beeson on this near side at split corner.
Clock's running now. 2 minutes to go in the game. Boy, we need a turnover here, boys. Let's go.
Twins to both sides, shotgun, motion, away, trips to one side. Going deep. Oh my goodness, Kate Grant almost had it. Replay that one. Kate Grant almost had it. Watch Kate, he's on that far side. He's covering that wheel route. And he's back there. Oh, right through his hands. But that's all right. At least they don't make the catch. But that would have been a game changer.
That would have been a game. That'd have been a game-ending deal, pretty much. Both teams have all 3 timeouts right now.
2nd and long.
You know what they got trips now to the far side. We need a sack.
Man, I thought Caudle was going to be able to get close last time.
He's got it.
Jones, he catches it.
Jones has got it at the 48. We're down to 1:40 to go.
Hey, they ran that one perfectly. He got to that 1st down marker and headed out.
But we definitely need to get some pressure on quarterbacks. He got a little too much time to throw. That time they rolled him out, made it difficult to get to him.
We're taking a timeout because we can't figure out what to do on defense here.
Let's take it with them.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
As we come back, Ryan, you know, Prairie Grove and Pottsville has played twice in the history. Probably one of the best games I've ever broadcast with the Pottsville Prairie Grove.
That one was
in 2012,
fun.
and then last year's
We
game.
played 3 times. We played in the playoffs 2 years ago, 1st round, and we smoked them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But yes, the one you're talking about.
Yeah. Straight drop and throws incomplete. What we don't want here is some kind of, if you stop, you don't want some late hit penalty or anything either. You got to be smart. Both these teams really want a victory. Neither team wants to start off 0-3. It's been a good football game tonight, Ryan.
It has. This has been the most exciting one so far.
2nd down and 10. Again, a straight drop, quick throw, complete out there to Bradley. We got him. No, he breaks the tackle. Wow, gosh, he ended up getting a couple yards. We could have had him for a couple-yard loss.
I'm okay with that though, because that could have been a huge play. They had a guy out there, and instead we're able to get him. Now he gains 3 instead of gaining none, but we're able to get him down, and they run a little bit more clock off. So I'm fine with that.
And he did run. He got out of bounds, so it stops the clock. They have 3 timeouts left. Well, let's get a turnover, guys.
And guys, the defense is so confused. Every time Laird makes a substitution, nobody knows who's coming in or out.
He throws. He's got it complete.
That was a decent job by is that Redfern? Yeah. That's Higgins. He's there a hair late, but that was a decent job by him. You can watch. That's their best receiver, too. He makes a good break on the ball. He just is I'm talking about a hair. He's got the toughest assignment right there with Elijah Bradley.
First down. I would watch for Torres. No, they're going to go straight drop. He's in trouble, but he's going to have time to run.
Good job by Higgins that time. He takes off. I don't know if he knew he had help over top or if he thought Carpenter had already crossed the line of scrimmage, but that looked dangerous. Because I thought when he left him, I was like, oh, no.
Carpenter did a nice job of realizing where he was on the field that time, too.
Putting the brakes on.
Yeah. 1:02 to go in the game. Defense, stand tall. Let's go.
2nd and 10 from the 38. 1:02 left in the 4th. You just can't give up the big one here.
2nd down and 10. 1:02 to go in the game. I thought they may send Torres through the middle there that time for a moment.
There is Torres right there. Say his name. He's going to get the first.
He's going to be, yeah, he's got it. 53 seconds left. Now,
if the Pottsville guys want to talk about a generous spot there, okay, rather than where we got our generous spot.
We didn't get it because we didn't get our first.
Exactly. That was, he gave him an extra yard almost.
1st and 10. Ball's inside the Prairie Grove 30. We're down to 51 seconds. 50. Clock's running. They've got 3 timeouts, so plenty of time for the Apache. Prairie Grove needs a turnover.
Either that or we're going to have to start thinking about timeouts so we have time to go and score maybe later. Good job by Peyton Higgins on the tackle that time.
Pottsville is going to take – Pottsville takes timeout, 34 seconds. You know, Ryan, we've had them 3rd and long twice and not been able to get off the field. Those have been critical plays.
They have executed well. They've gotten guys right at the sticks both times, and we've had a guy there. And now we're talking inches. We're talking inches. Higgins was right there on Bradley, and that's a tough matchup. The one thing you can't give up is the deep with Bradley because he's fast. There's no catching up, so Higgins has to play that deep. The other one over on the far side, another example, just where guys right there, Jones does a good job getting to the outside, makes the cut at the right time, and they're able to pick it up. So just great job executing by Pottsville right there. This time, though, it's 2nd and short. 34 seconds left in the 4th. We got to get a stop. They've just burned one of their timeouts. Would like to see them burn the rest of them and not get into the end zone. They'll go trips once again. Bradley over here on Higgins by himself.
We need the turnover.
If I'm them on 2nd down, I'm throwing deep this time.
It's on the ground. That means the clock's running.
Are they calling it incomplete or are they calling it down? I couldn't tell.
They stopped the clock. I thought he caught it and said he was down.
So one guy called incomplete. The guy on this side pointed down. Yeah, one ref called it like it was down. One ref called it incomplete.
They're going to run this time. They're going to bring Rust in and get the first down.
They jumped off sides though.
That's a big play. That's a big mistake on their part.
It is, and I hope they don't call it on us, but they don't. Okay. Because we've got 1 or 2 of those where I thought they were the ones that jumped and they called it on us.
Okay, that's a bad spot because it's a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, because it was third and 2, or third and 2, and now it's 3rd and 6. So that's only a 4-yard penalty.
Yeah.
The refs are tired too. All right, boys, 30 seconds left. Twins to that far side.
You could still run.
Those delay things are what I would be watching here.
Yep, they're going to Russ. He's got room. Good block on the corner.
He picks up the first.
And now
he's rested. We haven't heard from him in a while, so he should be ready to be the powerhouse.
Well, you can do that. I mean, they've got enough time to run him. Didn't they call it? They called a timeout.
Yeah, they only have 2 timeouts left.
They only have 2 timeouts left. No, but he called a timeout a while ago. What I'm saying is.
– 24 seconds. But, I mean, he called the play live. They ran up to the line.
They've taken one. They've taken one. Yep. Oh my gosh, why did he wait to let that happen? Oh my God.
Torres.
Touchdown. Well, they drove down there 18 seconds.
This is where you would have loved to have a little bit more time. That was my concern. Puts him up 6.
Puts them up
4. Sorry, they can get the 2-point conversion for 6.
This would be their first victory against Prairie Grove if they can hang on for 18 seconds.
You know, and Knox went out last series on 4th down with an injury, so you may see the arm of Higgins here. Rust is going to get in.
Well, 18 seconds left to go. We'll take a timeout, see if the Tigers can do it. $18 seconds to go in the game. Tigers, depending on what happens here, and again, we've got so many guys out, Ryan. We just look confused every single special teams play.
Yeah. But we do. We have several guys out. But like I said, you need a senior or an intelligent junior who's been here before to be right there and say, Coach, there's only 11. Coach, there's only 10 or 12 or whatever. And let them know. Pooch kick.
And he's going to fair catch it. So we're going to have 18 seconds. And Knox is going to come in.
That is surprising. I mean, Knox did throw a great deep ball today, and he does have the smarts to run whatever offense we have. But Higgins does have a little bit better of an arm as far as touch passes, and he can escape the rush. So he can buy you time to get guys deeper. But that's a lot of pressure on a sophomore to throw him in there for 18 seconds. And at the moment, this is Knox's team.
Knox layered in under center. $14 seconds to go in the game.
Luckily, that was quick, but that pass just a little short right there.
So, 2nd down and 10 for Prairie Grove.
Keandre will stay in. Asher Sam was in that time at fullback. Another sophomore, Sam Asher, as you would say. We'll go quads, twins to both sides. One back in the backfield. Knox drops back. He's got the rush, though. He's outside of the tackle box. See, and that's where you need Higgins with the wheels right there.
3rd down and 10, 9 seconds to go. Pottsville holding on to 34-28 lead. Prairie Grove's been held to 7 points here in the second half.
I would be shotgun here just to give Knox a chance.
They're sending the house. Keandre.
Get out of bounds if not. No, it's time.
That's it. That's the game. And so for the first time since 2009, Prairie Grove's going to start out 0-3, and we'll go into conference play trying to shake off a tough start to the season.
And didn't have to. Didn't have to. We had multiple chances tonight to seal the deal here. Defense has got to get a stop.
I think tonight's player of the game, sponsored by David's Roofing, we're going to go with Keandre Hobbs. He made some big plays.
He steps in tonight, and really both offense and defense does a great job tonight.
He had 14 carries for 92 yards. He also had 2 receptions for 26. Tonight's game, you got to hand it to Pottsville. They got down by 14 points, and they hung in there. They outscored Prairie Grove after that, 34-14, and they go to 1-2 on the season. And like I said, for the first time since 2009, Prairie Grove starts off 0-3, and it's the first time out of 4 meetings Pottsville comes out with a victory. On the stats tonight, Pottsville had 208 yards passing, 165 yards rushing. Prairie Grove 135 passing, 159. One of our better balanced nights, for sure. Turnovers, no turnovers in the game tonight, and so both teams played pretty clean. Prairie Grove had had the ball 28 minutes in the game, and Pottsville had it 20 minutes. First downs, 22 for Pottsville, 21 for Prairie Grove. And Knox Laird, 11 for 16, 135 passing. Carpenter, 14 for 29, 208. He had a touchdown throw. Keandre had a couple touchdowns tonight, and as I already mentioned, 14 carries, 92 yards. Foster Lehman, 5 for 39, but he was out midway through the second quarter.
Yeah. Did he even make it to the second?
Yeah, Cade Grant, yeah, he did. Cade Grant, 5 carries, 29 yards. Hardger, 6 for 20. Simrad, 1 for 7. Wetzel, 3 for 5. He went out of the game as well. Drew Rust, 18 carries for 89 yards. Torres had 9 for 63. Both of them had 2 touchdowns. Jones had the other touchdown on a reception. Well, that's going to do it. And Ryan, your final thoughts. Again, we want to thank our crew tonight, and they did a great job. Miles Eubanks, the director, Cade Graham producing, Naaman Bosstead on the scoreboard, and Dylan Moore on camera. Our sponsors, Kimball Mechanical Systems, Hutchins Construction, PG Auto CarQuest, Prairie Grove Christian Church, Harton's Furniture, David's Roofing, PG Telco, and as we mentioned, David's Roofing sponsoring halftime and player of the game, and the player of the game tonight, Keandre Hobbs. Well, Ryan, final thoughts tonight as we go into conference play.
Well, we looked better tonight than we have as far as offense, moving the ball, not having to do the 2-quarterback system as much. Now, I would like to have seen a little bit of Higgins. He just kind of changes the offense a little bit. But Knox did a good job tonight. But you put him in a bad situation there at the end where he has to throw. It's not his strength. It's not a strong point. So I really would have liked to seen, even with it being late in the time, and I know it'd be hard for Knox to set out, you as a coach has to make that decision to get the guy who can evade the rush and get it passed downfield to give us a shot. I don't feel like you gave us a shot there at the end. I liked what I saw from the coaches as far as changing up some of the plays so that Knox has some other options underneath. So, like I said, I think we grew offensively. You also saw someone step up, next man up, Keandre Hobbs, who's been the second-string fullback, but he's such an important part on defense, and Foster is the guy on offense. Foster goes out. Keandre steps in and has a heck of a game. If he had 4 quarters, he'd be over 100 yards easy. You know, a lot of it, though, injuries. And we're going to need those sophomores to step up and know what's going on and play big parts. The negative tonight, defense, once again. Defense wins games. You have a lead going into the fourth quarter. Defense wins the game. Defense is not getting people off the field right now. Defense doesn't know how to get someone in and know what's going on. And, again, that's just dysfunction. That may be guys not knowing what to do. That may be guys being told 5 times what to do and not figuring it out still. I mean, I've been a coach. It's frustrating. You can tell them 10 times, and they still may not figure it out. But we got to find some consistency on defense. And I know we're thin. I know we're trying to change guys around, but that's going to change the outcomes of games when we go into conference, is being able to get a stop. And we've got to get a stop.
Well, that's one of the things, and I was looking for my stat sheet, and, we came into this game with 11 out of 15 drives ending in some type of points. And when you look at tonight, I think they batted over 50% because they missed the first 2, then they did 3 in a row. So I think that made it 3 of 5, and then they went, I think, 1-1 down the stretch. So it was probably 4 of 6 or 4 of 7 tonight.
You know what's sad is that's an improvement.
Yeah,
that's why we're in the game.
Yeah,
and so that's why I'm saying defense has got a lot of athletes, but the brains have to get there. We gave up some silly big plays. We had some silly penalties. We've got the athletes, but we've got to perform better on the defensive side of the ball if we want to win some conference games.
Well, that's going to do it. The Prairie Grove Tigers, tough start to the season, but conference play, it doesn't,
New season.
Hey, you know what? You can go undefeated in the conference. So we will try to start a new season next week. For our broadcast crew, for Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Have a great night, and go Tigers!